Testing 1 2 3 guys. Testing 1 2 3. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot. What's the game called again? Uncharted 4: A Thief's End action. My name is David. Guys, we're sitting here watching the skeleton swing around for about an hour. That's what we do here when I drink my shake and stuff. Just watch this dude just hang out. This is a really boring intro screen, probably the most boring I've seen in a game in a long time, really. Let's go story mode. Yeah. Continue for better or worse. 17. We were at 17. Where are we in this game, man? What the fuck's going on? I forget. It's been so long. It seems like. What the hell? We have a lane on our team, right? That's all I remember. This game has the most classical loading screen I ever saw. Watch this. If I hide myself, watch. Look at this loading screen. Just a straight up numerical percentage. Not even like a bar. Not even like any kind of like character graphics or concept art or tips or anything on the screen. Just a black screen with a fucking percentage loaded. That's pretty fucking... That's really minimal. Put it that way. That's how you be generous, right? We're just past the middle, says Katie, huh? I'm about to get to the, just past the beginning. I'm about to get to the middle. Yeah, that's what it almost feels like, Katie. Oh. Nope, I still don't know where we are. At all. We're still going up this water, this river, right, with the car. Have I been over here? You'd probably think I must have been by now, right? Bloodborne's OG loading screen was peak, huh? What was that? Did they change it? Yeah, this game I was telling Snooze.
Who lived here?
Probably the.
I think it's saved when I grabbed this. Yeah. No, it didn't. Okay.
Person.
Wait, that's weird. I thought it would save.
Guess these guys.
So I keep it
big
and.
was going down.
Oh, I'm glad I picked it up again then. So this is where we left off. I was telling Snooze that this game's pace is so awkward that I really have trouble telling where I am in the game. I mean, I would totally believe it if they told me I was at the beginning. I'd be frustrated. Because I already put so much time into it, and it's already so slow, and I'd like for it to come to an end here before terribly long. But, you know, I would believe that we're still in the beginning of the game and still kind of heating up. There's going to be a big twist, and it's going to be, oh, now the game's really starting. But I doubt it. I think we're probably somewhere in the late middle. If it just said Bloodborne in white with a black background, I'm just sitting there waiting, not even like the word loading. Problem was that it caused screen burn for some people. Oh, my God. That's amazing. Because it took so long to load so often. So they patched it. Wow. Wow. Now you have to agree with you, Dick. That's got to be the best loading screen of all time.
What are the odds
That really is a great story.
So far, we're 2 for 2.
Yeah, which means we're due for some disaster.
Now it's the same for every other Souls. The item description loading screens, yeah. Yeah, that's better than what this game has. I kind of feel like it's a totally black screen with percentage. That's pretty, I mean, you could argue that maybe they're going for like an aesthetic. Like, this game is more serious in its tone. Let's just have the loading screen be quite dour. But it seems kind of weird. And you could have it be more interesting. Pretty sure how long it takes. I mean, just look at this game's environments. They're just fucking beautiful. Like, just wow. That's it's truly splendid. That is just splendid. But again, I think kind of wasted on this game. I mentioned that last time. I kind of had a big rant about this game and comparing it to Ico, for instance. How this game has such beautiful environments and a similar exploration to Ico, the way that it works in terms of the game feel, the platforming, but it lacks that atmosphere. Look at the view. Yeah, AJ. Wow, look at that view. Wow. Oh my God, AJ. Wow. I haven't said that in a while, actually. It's almost like Elena and him don't have that same dynamic that he had with Sam. But they're always admiring everything. What the hell is this?
Hey, give me a hand with this.
Take a shot, guys. No. Never mind. I give up. I can't abort. Better not pull me through there. I'll be so pissed off.
Oh, crap.
Let it down.
I'll hold it. Just get the car.
What? I'm not gonna mash. The view is quite nice, Katie. Look at that view. I'm not pressing. Should I press it? What do you want me to... Him and Sam haven't seen each other in decades. What else would they talk about? Maybe you're right, Dix. You know, he's nice mention Dix. I mean, she is his wife. We could get better dialogue here, you would hope. They really are kind of dodging. Alright, I'm gonna start mashing here. And I'm gonna stop mashing. Okay. So what's gonna happen? Oh, she's gonna use a car to prop it up? Oh, no. They locked me out!
Oh, that's heavy.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking load a checkpoint. Okay, here we go. So there's where I want to go. Got this note again. They locked me out. I hate that shit. Got the baby arm, dude. Look, Romanoff. Nate is struggling. Yeah, he's like, oh man. Seems kind of weird to me though that he could have lifted it by himself and get the car underneath when it took them both together to lift it in the first place, and even then they
Probably
didn't seem to work.
the elevator keeper person.
Got the little baby arms. Dude, he's just fucking mad ripped, dude. This guy can carry his own weight on his fingertips all day on these ledges. Let alone having strong arms. Each of his fingers is probably stronger than my whole arm. Okay. Oh, that was weird. I didn't even have to hit the fucking button. I just jumped into the car. I gotta try that again. That's just interesting mechanically speaking. So if you jump into the car, you actually jump into the car? I didn't hit triangle. Okay, yeah, I guess. It has like some kind of weird, infamous magnetism there. Like it just sucked me into the car. Weird. Can climb all day with no effort. Struggles to lift what's over his head. Dude, AJ, can we talk about how in video games, especially, to an extent in movies, but especially in games, man, there is such a dissonance between the character's strength as it's portrayed in combat, etc., in gameplay, versus when they have to lift a door or otherwise go through a door. Of course, it's a traditional problem you have in cutscenes versus gameplay, going all the way back to the first ever cutscenes, I'm sure. Like everybody, you have to recognize Aerith's death in FS7. Spoilers. I can't just use a Phoenix Down on her, because like we're not sure exactly why that is. Because it's cutscene. You can't use Phoenix Down's cutscenes. But that said, man, like how about there's a meme going around on Facebook about Kratos and how he can't open a wooden door if it's locked, but he can kill gods. All right, okay, let me do this. Like you said, it's kind of funny that he can this guy can do backflips and he can fucking pull himself above a sheer wall. He can't lift a wooden door. Look at you, lock. Okay, now we out here. If only got charged up. I should charged. Yeah, it's kind of goofy. It's always kind of goofy in this kind of game. Okay, so I found some treasure. I'm glad. That's what I was afraid. Ouch. That's what I was afraid of. If I wanted to reload my checkpoint. I'm not missing any treasure. Can I go through here? I can. There's no reason to. Wow. I mean, again, it's pretty.
Yeah. All right, let's get the car.
Dude, I gotta stress, guys. This is the game at max volume. This game has one of those, very cinematic, dynamic volumes, which is so obnoxious. I can't just jump up to there, off of this. Climb it, Nate. Climb up onto it. Don't climb over it, Nate. Fucking infamous. Who? Baloney, dude. Baloney.
Hey, give me a hand with this.
I love it. Dude, they should make a fucking give me him with this fucking compilation video. Every time somebody in Uncharted says, "Give me a hand with this."
Oh, crap. I'll hold it. Just get the car.
Oh, I see. So they had to get the car through, right? It wasn't so much that he couldn't lift it on his own. It was just that they couldn't make it lock. You have the car. Hate that because you raised the volume super high and when it actually it explodes exactly too like it's really obnoxious. It's obnoxious in games. In movies, obnoxious, but even more in games. Because games are just more action-packed by their very nature. You can't have a game have the same dynamic volume as a Blu-ray. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But even then, again, in Blu-ray, it's also annoying.
Okay.
It's a huge pet peeve of mine.
Here goes nothing.
Because it's designed for movie theaters, right? Where there's, more space for the sound to reverberate.
Gotta love that pirate engineering.
So they have this, it kind of makes sense in movies to have, gunshots be really loud and talking be relatively soft because you can hear both quite clearly. But in a home theater environment, I find that... Don't say it, Elena.
Postcard.
Oh, AJ! Oh, my God.
Yeah, Libertalia. Come for the beautiful views, stay for the life or death gunfights.
What's up, Peter Steves? I was freezing, so I turned on the heater. Okay, makes sense. That's what you think. A lot of the one-player games seem like movies with buttons on top, says Chulak. Yeah, that's true. This game I thought would be more like that. I think that playing Uncharted 1 and hating it as much as I did, and I gave up on the franchise at that point when it first came out. I never played any other Uncharted game until now. I really thought they're going to be more like just walking simulators with button prompts here and there, lots of quick time events. But really, I was kind of impressed overall by this franchise's gameplay. It's just that there is so much of the walking, talking, walking sim stuff. Lots of dialogue. In this game, especially long cutscenes. It's a shame, man, because the gameplay is so solid. I wish there was just more of it.
You think that you're protecting me?
They have a lot of cool ideas in this franchise. They could have really expanded upon and made into a more consistent gameplay experience.
No matter what it is, you're supposed to come to me so that we can work through it together.
She's let him off the hook.
I know that. Really, I do. It's just...
They're gonna fucking disarm all the drama here?
We should stay focused.
Vince!
There'll be time for this later.
They're disarming the drama. There's this whole thing with Nate and his wife and how he'd essentially betrayed her trust. I thought we were going to see that come to fruition in some way, but she's just kind of like, come on, Nate. God, what the fuck? No way. Vince says kill all cutscenes.
Stop. No Devin.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I really feel like cutscenes, for me personally, they're really not that welcome. Not that you can't win me over with them. I'm open-minded to cutscenes. It's just that it's almost always a bad idea, at least from my perspective. A gripe about some of these games, you walk into an area and immediately know it's going to be a gunfight. Yes, there's that too, AJ. That's one of those things as well, sort of like a meta thing. Dude, fuck your cute music. I'm not gonna fucking go along with your little cutscene, your little walk and talk. I'm gonna go look around for treasure. I started playing Rise, Son of Rome. It keeps interrupting me with cutscenes, and I want to die, because when I actually let me play, it's kind of fun. It's kind of how I feel about this game, Vince. I feel pretty much the same way. This game, not so much like literal cutscenes. They are, they're a thing in this game. They're pretty prominent, but not as prominent as like, the stupid parts of the game, which are like, they're almost like a game equivalent to a cutscene. Like, just a big empty space to like look at and have people talk in your ear. But the idea is that, kind of like with Rise in your case, when I'm playing it, I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty fun. This is pretty cool. But then it's just not enough of that. Show me a cutscene after I defeat the game. That's where they belong to Vince. Or even, how about this, Vince? I'll take that, what you said, and be even more forgiving than you appear to be. How about give me a cutscene in a situation that is sensible and predictable so that it feels like a reward for me as a player and doesn't interrupt me, right? Beat a boss, cutscene, right? How about that? Right? Yeah, beat the game, sure, but you just, put them in a spot that makes sense with the gameplay. Not such that it interrupts the gameplay, which is so often the case. So the music changes from serene to epic, huh? The battle music. Is there a skip cutscene? But I think there is, Peter Steves, but not for, like, again, this game has, like, soft cutscenes. You guys think that's kind of goofy, right? You guys ever noticed that, like, when Half-Life came out, people were like, dude, this is a revolution. We have in-game cutscenes. It was quite novel at the time. And I think this, it's good that we have that in our games these days. It's not a terrible thing. But isn't it funny how we sort of, in many cases, lost the skip cutscene button, which we had just got at that time, around like PS2 era? I was like, hey, we can skip cutscenes now. Sick. Then our traditional cutscenes have become fewer and further between. Oftentimes, you find that you can't skip like situations like this where it's just walking in dialogue. But yeah, you can skip the real cutscenes and skip. Like, I couldn't skip this, right? Even though it's pretty much just a cutscene. You see how many autosaves it just said? You guys just see that? It had like a whole wall of autosave notifications. That was weird looking, like a glitch. But yeah, I guess you make a good point, Vince. You kind of got my imagination working here. I kind of feel like a big problem with cutscenes is, not so much that they exist, but that you said they interrupt gameplay. That you want to play the game and they're giving you a cutscene. You could kind of solve or abate that problem by putting them in as a part of the flow of the game that's, again, predictable. Like, again, as a reward for completing a challenge or something like that. And again, predictably. Not just, whenever, totally at random. And I think that's kind of what game devs sort of do. They really have no appreciation at all for when they put these cutscenes in. Just sort of, I guess, whatever suits the story. You can't have a shooty every 3 seconds in a slow-paced movie game, says Romanoff. That's true. That's very true. That's J-Bomb's argument, right? That the game achieved what it was trying to achieve, and so therefore it's totally immune from criticism. But yeah, my point is not that you can have shooty in a game that's slow-paced movie game, but rather that the idea of it being a slow-paced movie game is itself fucking obnoxious. If you're going to make me watch a cutscene, it better fucking rule. Yeah, exactly, Vince. Yes, it better be good. Now, you better have a good-ass story in your game. And many games also don't accomplish that. But word CPU 3S, that's in Xylo. But we're watching a shitty movie, no need to cut the shitty parts out, says Peter Steves. Yeah, I think that Uncharted is at its best. Also, I had my mind opened in Uncharted 3 especially, guys. Where I think that Uncharted 3 in parts, it managed to take the idea of it being like a movie game, and making that less of a dirty word. Because there were parts of Uncharted 3 where I kind of saw the vision, in the sense that there were parts where they're like really bombastic set pieces, where the core gameplay was really resonating very well. Even though, again, I think the game also takes the term set piece, makes it less of a dirty word. It's not so much like a visceral vehicle section, not so much like a turret section, but more, it takes the game's core gameplay and transposes it into the situation that is itself very bombastic and very, linear. But there are times where I'd be playing the game and shit's going off, and I'm like, wow, it's like I'm playing a movie. And I think that's what you would hope that they would want for like a game that's kind of cinematic. Not so much a game that is literally cinematics, cutscenes, but rather a game that its gameplay feels cinematic, right? Yeah, I think that a lot of games that are quote-unquote cinematic don't really accomplish that, nor does this franchise accomplish that consistently. Did you ever look into the Hylix game? Not yet, in Silo. No, I have not. I have not looked at it yet. Really stops letting you play for a cutscene, yeah. I like the truck motorcycle chase. In this game, AJ, I would say yes, although I do want to be a bit critical of that one, because I feel like it kind of strayed from the core gameplay of the game a little bit. I think it really didn't resonate for me the same way that the horse section did in Uncharted 3, AJ. In 3, we had this horse part where it really blew my mind, and it opened my perspective to this idea of a movie game, where I was like, I'm playing this, and again, the core gameplay is there. It's leveraging all the skills I've developed over the course of the game and rewarding me for understanding the game's mechanics by letting me play this amazing set piece that is just so thrilling, balanced, interesting, tactical, and yet so, again, explosive in a way that, wow, I'd never played in a game before. It was very much like being in a blockbuster film. And there are scenes like that, throughout the series, especially, let me rephrase that, through 2 and 3. This game as well, like you said, AJ, this game has the part where you were kind of like the motorcycle chase. That was kind of a similar sort of thing, but I felt like it kind of fell short of the mark. My favorite part about that, AJ, was I like the part where you drive through the city. To me, that was sort of like that parallel, where you take a game and make it kind of like a movie. There's a part in that, right before that section, AJ, where you're driving your truck through the streets of the city. And it just blew my mind how they managed to take that notion and make it into gameplay in a way that was organic. I just was really impressed by that in this game. Big, beautiful area, yeah, but I would like to find some treasure or something hidden, or otherwise just have an invisible wall, right? Like, why encourage me to come out here when there's nothing? It's sort of like a situation that this game especially had a problem with, I feel like, which is that the gameplay is at odds. This whole franchise has a problem out here and there, especially in Uncharted 2 and 4. The gameplay is at odds with their ambition to create an environment that's visually natural. It's a natural environment, right? So they wanted to have you, be able to explore this place, but there's nothing to find. Right? It's kind of, I feel like, from a game design perspective, you want for your setting to be conducive to the gameplay, and not just there to be admired visually. But this game this franchise has kind of a problem with that. It has this environment that, it is itself dimensional. You can navigate it technically, but there's no reason to. It's kind of a drag. One word, Brian. One word, J-Bomb. The bike chase was the best chase in gaming history, says Romanoff. I really feel like it was good. I enjoyed it. I think that the horse part in Uncharted 3 is better. It's like a movie, says Vince. Another thing about that is that movies don't have hour-long sections where I watch characters walk across a jungle. Yes, you're right about that, Vince. Again, I want to stress that for whatever strengths Uncharted as a franchise has, this is not it for me personally. This is definitely a low point. This is where the game is really trash. This is where the franchise is trash. That's sort of a problem they have in all these games. But that said, you make a good point, Vince. I want to reiterate something I mentioned on a previous stream, which is that Nathan Drake's character, his personality, his character, he's like the snarky movie badass, like as a trope to an extreme. I find, at least in Uncharted 1 and 2, it didn't really work the way they expected it to work, I think, because in a movie, you have a snarky badass, and he's being snarky in every scene, but the scenes themselves are canonically broken up over the course of a few days. Right? Like, it's a 2-hour-long movie, and yeah, he has a lot of snark, a lot of one-liners, but you have to accept, as an audience, that in his day-to-day life, he's not always like that all the time. It's just that we happen to see that in the movie, the times where he's like that. But in a video game environment, when you're playing a section that's canonically, playing out over the course of, a real-life hours, and the game itself is, 10, 12 hours long, you can get pretty fucking annoying. Like, he comes off differently than they expect, I think. Like, I think that if you have a movie hero who is a wisecracking, snarky kind of dude, I think that it makes more sense in the context of a film than it does in the context of a game. Excuse me, the context of a game. I think you would love Dragon Quest 11, huh? You think so, Peter Steves? I wonder. Why do you think that? So just about done with Neo 2. Really, J-Bomb? I didn't even know you were playing Neo 2. Pretty sure I only got one level left, too. So I'm confused, J-Bomb. So you beat Neo 1? I guess I lost track of you, my friend. I lost track of you. So Neo 2 is the game that you were talking about all the ladders? So AJ's saying he likes to rock chase Crash Bandicoot. I would say that that is rude. He isn't rude, yet the director wants to show you he is rude when he isn't. It's just false advertising. I don't know, I'm not sure I can understand what you mean by that, Peter Steves. I would say that's rude. He isn't rude, yet the director wants to show you that he is rude. When he isn't, that's just false advertising. Yeah, I'm not sure I totally follow you. You might have to reiterate that or otherwise expand on that. Let's get back in the whip. I'm going to do this like I'm playing Ocarina of Time. I'll do it like Dix. Let's do it like Dick Sucker. Didn't you say this showed he was rude in parts when he wasn't? I didn't say that. Yeah, I mentioned that he's like a snarky hero badass, like an action movie trope. Where'd my car go? Is it over here or is it over there? He's like an action movie trope. Maybe it must be over here. I think it works better in action movies because you can appreciate that, let's say John McClane, right? Like, he can't crack wise for, weeks at a time. Whereas Nathan Drake can. Now we're on Neo 2, huh? Just got a magic sword, beat old man in cloak. About to beat King Big Douche of the Yokai tribe. Dude, I love that game, J-Bomb. I'm looking forward to playing it again very soon. I have so much positive feelings attached to that game. Just hearing you talk about it makes me go, whoa, makes me tingle. Alright. This car, the function of it is to move through a really boring environment faster. Right? It's like you could just walk on foot, but it'd be really, really, really boring. With a car, it's still really boring, but it just goes by faster. Templar says John McClane did show he was a bit of an ass often in life in the first movie. He snarked to his wife about her using her maiden name instead of his. It was cause of problems in their relationship. There's that. There is that. I wasn't sure I'd use the word snark in that situation. He was also an asshole. He was overtly an asshole. I really feel like Nathan Drake is not framed as an asshole. He's just framed like he's a smart ass. Like he's funny, or he's a very funny type dude. Like everything is a joke to him. In dialogue. And I think that it kind of comes off as kind of annoying more than maybe they might have expected it to. I love the parts of the ladder, says J-Bomb, but all the thrilling boss fights, complex and engaging combat mechanics, and focus on tightening up the sloppy Neo 1 just does nothing for me, huh? Yeah. I think that's J-Bomb being facetious. Yeah. Yeah, I love both. I guess you're being ironic. But honestly, although you mentioned ladders a lot, I must point out that one thing I love about Neo 2, J-Bomb, is the fact that the environments are more tiered. Right? They're not just flat. Whereas in Neo 1, they were all fucking flat as hell. So yeah, if you say ladders, of course you mean like literally too many literal ladders. But for me, it's like, you know, when you say ladders, I think, well, it's kind of nice that the environments are kind of stacked up high. They're vertical as well as horizontal. John McClane does at least show that he's aware he's an ass and doesn't consider it a good thing as a Templar. There's that too. It's kind of more of a fun character, right? That's part of what makes John McClane such an awesome character. Is he is kind of an asshole. Like, he really is an asshole. But you can tell that he's also trying to improve. He's a lovable asshole, I guess. Like classical lovable asshole trope. What's up, Inferno Town? That woman in the car must think you're a worst driver ever. Yeah, she knows me very well. She's been on many adventures with Nathan Drake. She's like, this is what he does. He's just looking for treasure. He's driving in the environment, just hitting walls, looking up close for any sparklies you might find. He's shifting hella gears, AJ. Treacherous 11S rewards players by exploring, has good environments and a long demo, huh? I love exploring and finding treasure. I love that shit, especially in a non-linear fashion. I love Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I never played any of the other ones. Since I'm high, you might be right, Inferno. I'm joking about the ladders a little bit. There's a lot, just for fun. Oh yeah, of course, I know you're joking, J-Bell. I know you're joking. Because you can't help but notice that there's lots of ladders. And I'm glad you noticed that, because I find it very funny when you mention it. I wouldn't have even noticed that, but you're right, there is a lot of them. There's a lot, just for fun, when you retry it, do a ladder count. My record is 31 in the level you first fight Tokichiro on. 31 ladders in one level. Yeah, I wonder if it honestly is. What if it is because they tried so hard to make it more tiered and, again, more vertical, and they didn't really have a way to always make it very organic to get up to places? Put another ladder. Just copy and paste a ladder. That's kind of a shame. Like, I think I'd rather have that. I'd rather have the fact that the environments are more vertical. But you would like for them to find a way to mix it up a little bit. Put some stairs in there, man. Put a vine or something you can climb up. Put a soft, sloping hill. Why does it always gotta be ladders? See some animals over there? Saw some wildlife. Where'd you go, wildlife? Come back. Let's be friends. Got inner ear itch, guys. I apologize about that. Feels the maps were designed for stealth, but you never need to. Maybe you can if you go more ninja. I don't know, J-Bomb. I really, I had a ninja-ish build, and even then I found stealth not really a thing in that game. Hey, it's Sully.
We're here, Sully. Where are you?
Still in the air.
Can I smash this wall down to be sick?
Shoreline vehicles heading north.
I guess we'll see them soon.
You two doing okay so far?
We hit a few
Yeah,
hitches,
yeah,
but
a little bit bored is all.
so
But yeah, we're doing
far,
all
so
right.
good.
All right, good.
Just enjoying the game's
Keep in touch, will
graphics.
ya? I'm not
A
the
long,
dumb who's
empty
good.
drive.
We'll try.
Nothing to do but
Over
look at
and out.
graphics. No hidden treasure, no side gun, no enemies, no nothing. No little cave to jump into real quick. Solve a little puzzle. Just driving. If you drive off a cliff, do you die and the car explodes? I don't know, let's find out. I'm not sure I can. Is there a good cliff to drive off of? It's kind of blocking me off. Yeah, maybe they didn't want to program that in, Inferno. They just get a trophy in the Legacy, huh? What's up, Apple? Welcome aboard. You can mount things in Dracula's like what, Peter Steves? Can I mount a mountain goat? Because if so, I'm going to buy it right now.
Okay, should be on the other side of the bridge.
I want to take it. Watch
tight.
this. Check this invisible wall here, guys. Go over. Up! Nice. Oh! Fucking God! Oh
Turn around. We're heading for the fall.
I can't.
Turn
Car's
around.
too strong. Brace
no!
yourself.
Thanks for the gift subs to apples.
Nate, there.
Peter Steve's got one. Let's fucking go. 85?
On it. Go.
I got it. Come on. Hey!
Are you serious?
Waterfall.
Damn, can I
Waterfall.
quick shot this thing? I see somebody over there. Is that Elena? How'd you go there so fast?
I'm okay.
The tree is not okay.
She moved fast as hell.
Oh, come on.
I'm not okay.
Over here, quick.
She won't even grab my hand. She's under stress, Vince, alright? She's under stress.
Huh? So much for the car.
Yay! Fuck that car. The car was only the boon of boring gameplay. The car just meant there's big empty places to drive through.
It's just, I made a promise that I was done with this life.
We both did.
Yeah, but I broke it.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you because I was afraid
Afraid of what?
of losing you.
You lying sack of shit.
I guess I was...
That's not what you're afraid of. You're afraid you would go,
Protecting
dude,
myself.
fuck your brother, man. He's an asshole.
You know?
You have to fucking actually work it out with her. Instead, it was easier to just
We
fucking
have a lot of ground. to
ask for
cover.
forgiveness instead of permission. He's making it sound all romantic and shit.
Just keep
I'm afraid of
going.
losing you.
Yeah.
He's stressed out, Vince, yeah. So Infernotown's happy. The car went off a cliff. It exploded as you hoped. Oh, I got an emote from Apple's? What's the emote that I got here? Looks like a boring one. Let's see here. Well, it's actually pretty godlike. I'm pleased by this. Don't just life with Peter Steves, huh? Well, it's another movie. Let's kind of watch that happen there. Should I jump off that? That would satisfy Dick Sucker. Maybe even Inferno Town, huh? Let's do it. Bye! No! What's up, Macho? Really jerks you around a lot. How do you mean? You mean in terms of the linearity, J-Bomb? There's a sub, Apples. Although she's at 86 now. That's a round of a number. Yeah, it does kind of pull you around by a leash, but you know, it's a linear game. It wasn't like it was an expensive car, Peter Steves, huh? Yeah, it was like a Humvee, right? Like one of those mass-manufactured cars. Is this the wide linearity you guys have been telling me about? Wide linear? Just a big open space, so there's nowhere to go, nothing to do. It's just open visually. So I can climb this, looks like. I probably got to, huh? No treasure back there. Take a sketch of this. I know the sketches. They're kind of a fun little collectible. Apples, I can't get the only one you want. Which one do you want, Apples? Are you always guaranteed a new one when you get a new gift sub, somebody? And that just means a matter of time?
At least we're on the right side of the river now.
Yeah. That would have been bad.
Climbing and climbing and climbing. This game has fun climbing.
I see an opening.
Compared to
right
previous
there.
games of the franchise, for sure. It's more involved. It's more interesting. But it's still not as much fun as shooting. The crown one, that's one I
maybe
got,
we
I think,
can
right?
come back
Let's
here
do
on a
Goblin, see if I can
vacation,
taunt my friend Apples with it here. What do you mean, this one, Apples? Because that one is the best one. I haven't seen the rest of them, but I have to assume that's the best one. Okay. Let's just rub it in, why don't you? Rub it in. Well, I mean, I don't know where I'm trying to get to. All the places I could go. I just want to find treasure, guys. That's something that just drives me nuts. I have a complex. I have a fucking complex. Look at this environment. It's just massive. It goes off in every direction. I don't know which way it wants me to go, which way is, you know, the way it doesn't want me to go. So I can go find, you know, optional stuff. If it exists. What the hell is
Why,
this?
you're lonesome?
Okay, a little note here, huh? Let's read it. August 1st, 1718. I bade farewell to Eleanor and little Abigail at midnight. They joined the other escapees aboard the Swiftsure, bound for better shores. I pray I shall be able to join them soon. The founders have taken everything from me, from all of us. What little gold I contributed is now gone, or behind the high walls of New Devon. We shall see soon enough. At dawn we go forth to take back what's rightfully ours. They did not stop us at the treasury, they shall not stop us now. My darling Eleanor, my sweet Abigail, should I perish here, shall I fail you, know that I only wished us happiness and prosperity. Perhaps you will still have a chance for yourselves. I don't know, maybe if you have a young wife and daughter, a little family there, maybe you shouldn't go throw your life away for a little bit of gold. We should just start over again and, you know, not be a proud asshole. Pick up shop and
Well, rest in peace, my pirate friend.
Turn the other cheek. PC has some pretty cool emotes there, huh? That note from 1718 stayed intact outside. Yeah, well, it was, I don't know, it's in a pretty nice messenger bag. Get a hobby, not gold. Yeah, in his defense, of course, it's not so easy to just pick up and, you know, start a new life. It's actually pretty involved. But I still can't help but feel like, you know, I wasn't convinced with that. I wasn't convinced by his letter. That was his only or best option. That's really cool looking water. Alright, this is how I get up here, I guess. Okay. I mean, this environment, again, it's just so... It's pretty, wide, tiered. Kind of hard to tell which way it wants me to go. I guess I'll have to go this direction in general, huh? Not funneling me this way. Maybe into the cave there? Is that a cave? Up there. Oh, I see. Okay, what's over here then? Got my whale in. I'm trying to do a running jump. Nathan Drake jump! Yush! Oh, that wasn't a Nathan Drake jump. Oh, you okay, Nate? Oh, he's fine. Oh, it's Slippy. Slippy. Good thing I want to be a professional artist. Money is mess, Peter sees, huh? Yeah, well... As someone that is also a creative type person and who's, you know, making their income off of being creative, I'll tell you, it's rough. It's not especially lucrative. And thankfully, I live in a situation where I've got a lot of support from friends and family that make that possible for me. But obviously, there are shortcomings to that ambition. Let me put it this way: sometimes you gotta make money, and people out there that are making money doing things they hate, at least they're living independently. And people that fixate too much on doing things that they love might find themselves in a situation where, you know, they don't have that sort of financial independence that you know, might help them. I don't know, in many ways more than you would expect. Okay, more power to those people out there that are working a job that drives them nuts. As long as they're making that money and taking care of their family and taking care of their bills, I think there's more pride in that people sometimes forget to, you know, they kind of forget about. The inherent accomplishment that comes along with, you know, being a person that's self-sustaining. Unfortunately, money makes the world go round, says AJ. If it wasn't for people doing things they hate, most artists wouldn't have a damn income, says J-Bound. I think that's totally true. But most artists don't have a damn income, anyway. I want to stress that, too. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Money is fake, says Vince. We made it up. Let's unmake it up, Vince. Me and you. We made it. We can destroy it. Matt says his money is real, huh? My money is real. Is it gold? Is it gold doubloons like in Uncharted? That shit's real. Realer than real. For real, for real. Alright. Huh? Okay. So we're going inside here. Can I don't know, find a guy to shoot? Just, I don't know, some guys in a cave to shoot? The game's just got shooting, right? Or is it just drive around a big open space, sometimes climbing on rocks kind of a game? Peter says his money is his mind, huh? Is it imaginary money?
Whoa.
Kind of like we play Monopoly.
Ooh, judging by the clothes, they're colonists.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Maybe it was a fight?
No, I don't think so. Look how they're arranged.
How are they arranged?
Right. They're stacked. They were just shoved against the wall.
Got Yeti goats?
They were already dead when they were brought here. This is.
I mean, gold mining, huh? You're a prospector. Okay, matchup, alright. It's a cool career. Are you a crazy old hillbilly prospector?
Hello?
More guys in cages, huh?
And look at the sign.
It's like my Pornhub history.
Traitor. It's one of the rebels.
That's a bad way to die. Here's another one.
Maybe he's a go-go dancer. They're gonna be trading water on Wall Street soon. Crazy. I don't know. I just, wouldn't be surprised, dude. Wish I could say I would be surprised. Oh man. Yeah, this is oof. It sure is a game. What'd you find, Elena? Want to talk about this guy? Like his feet? So I've mentioned this on previous streams, guys. This is something we've been going back and forth about for many streams in a row now. But what do you gotta think about these skeletons, man? The fact that they're just all in one piece after all these years. You would think the bones would just kind of fall, right? They just fall at some point onto the ground. They wouldn't remain in dude form. I don't know that's the way skeletons work. I don't know that you would remain perpetually in dude form if you were to pass away and rot over the course of a couple hundred years. I think you'd mostly collapse into a pile of bones, like that one guy from Ghosts and Goblins. Alright. Moving on. They might have feet fetish, Peter sees it. She's like, wow. I'm gonna climb on this dead guy. Let's fucking go. Yush.
Sorry, buddy. No disrespect.
10 out of 10 game. Okay, do I have to climb this, or this guy's so strong, dude. Nate's so strong. Can you imagine? That's why Elena likes him. Arthur, Sir Arthur, to you, a vital part of the MVC3 team, huh? Shout out to Arthur for making it to MVC3. He hasn't had a game in a long time. I think his last game was on PSP, right, J-Bomb? I think. J-Bomb, do you know that Maximo on PS2 takes place in the Ghosts and Goblins universe? It's a spin-off of Ghosts and Goblins. The number of overhand pull-ups people do in a row in your average climbing-based video game is insane. Yeah, same logic, Vince, as people that can like sprint forever in video games. Right, I think it's the same logic implied. I think we just appreciate that video game characters just have no stamina, unless they have literally a stamina bar. Most time they have unlimited stamina, unlike anybody in real life. They just go, 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 go. Huh. I know someone that hardcore realized his feet drawings weren't as good as he hardcore just drew feet for a long time. And now we joke he has a foot fetish, dragging those beautiful feet, well, or drawing them. Well, I mean, maybe he does. Who cares about drawing feet? Right? What kind of art's he doing? I feel like if you see some really well-rendered feet, you gotta understand that guy's a foot fetishist, whoever designed it. Otherwise, they'd just be wearing shoes or have, you know, kind of low-res kind of feet. Doesn't really matter. If you're looking that close at feet, you're probably... maybe I'm being overly... I assume too much, perhaps. Thank God games don't have realistic injury recovery, says J-Bomb, huh? I remember when... Metal Gear Solid 3 promised that. It was a fun idea. It was fun to do in gameplay sometimes, but it didn't really pop up as often as you would hope, I feel like. I could have done more of it. I would have liked to do more, you know, bullet removal and salve application. Not that it's, you know, realistic, but a little bit more real. Not you know, super real or anything, but a little more involved, you know, recovery. Dane spent years in art school and then tried to make it as a DJ/producer. I'd rather not do a hobby or a passion for my living, says Dane, yeah. I can appreciate that. I felt that way for a very long time. That's why I never was interested in like programming for a career. What I will say is that being a streamer, although again it's not a whole lot of income, what I will say is that it's been truly rewarding and really, really awesome. And I really love it. I'm really passionate about it. So I wouldn't say that I necessarily could co-sign the fact that I wouldn't want to do anything that I'm passionate about for a living. There's some things I think. Yeah, I think the thing about being a streamer is it struck me, you know, very early on as something to do, you know, for work. Whereas other things I do, they really were meant for me alone, right? And so when I start making that into a career, it doesn't really work out that well. Oh shit. AJ, I've never played Far Cry. What's that like? J-Bum says here, thank God games don't have realistic injury recovery or somebody with a good handle of human biology. Too bad streamers, says J-Bum, are currently getting wrecked by VTubers. I wouldn't say that we're getting wrecked. I mean, VTubers are just a different kind of streamer. I think not everybody wants to watch a VTuber. Maybe I'm wrong about that. There's plenty of room for all kinds of different streams.
Oh,
Oh my god! Get an F for these guys, please. A few Fs.
So I guess that's one way to quash a rebellion.
I have to wonder if this was always the plan.
What, to slaughter all the colonists?
No, to lure them here in hopes of finding a utopia, only to rob them of everything that they
Oh,
have.
that's sick.
We are dealing with a bunch of pirates.
That's kind of sick.
That is pretty diabolical, even for pirates.
Come on, you assume the worst, Elena. You gotta assume the worst people. Be nice. They just wanted to hang out with all their pirate friends, man. $4,000 in 2 hours, says J-Bomb. Million subs in less than a month. This whole thing has really been an interesting view into human psyche. Well, yeah. I mean, they're cute. They're relatable. It combines the best parts of a streamer watching a live stream experience and also watching like an idol. Good thing I'm going into accounting, says Peter Steve, until I get a reasonable art job. Sounds like a pretty wise plan to me. Thank you, Brian, for the Fs. These VTubers, they're like streamers, but they're like ideal, right? They're not human. They're idealized physically in the form of them being literally, cute anime girls. They're idealized in terms of their performance. They just are in character the whole time. They're really, really, cute and friendly and fun to watch. Yeah, it's no surprise to me that they're very popular and otherwise are bringing a lot of that sweet, sweet subscription money. Even if I don't, I might save up money, be rich, and then spend a few years off just doing pure art if I can support me. Huh? Well, good idea, Peter. Let's all do that. Let's all just be rich. I like where your head's at. Oh, you guys hear that? A VTuber AJ is a trend going around right now for the past, I would say about a year and a half, 2 years, where people use motion capture, real-time motion capture, to create a virtual streamer or YouTuber. Which is to say, it's like kind of like Gorillas, the band Gorillas, they're like a virtual band. A VTuber is a streamer that's not a real person or a cartoon character. And they're being controlled like a puppet in real time by an actual human streamer. But they're being rendered on screen as a cartoon character. And they're usually in character as well. And their performance is usually in character in some capacity. And yeah, they're out there becoming very popular. I mean, for every successful VTuber, guys, you gotta imagine there's a bunch of them that are unsuccessful, right? Like, it's true of any streamer. There's a lot of popular human streamers, too. Doesn't mean that, human streamers that we're all, the same. It's gotta be for every popular VTuber, there's probably 10 billion gazillion ones that are struggling. It may be unfair to say that because you found a VTuber that is making tons of money, that necessarily says something in particular about the bulk of the Twitch audience.
Digna factus recipimus.
I think about VTuber J-Bomb. Let me tell you. Let me ask you guys if you agree with this, right? You guys ever watch a VTube clip and be like, the technology is not there yet? I feel like they're cute and everything, but the tech is just kind of distracting to me. So they're so jerky and jittery, and they have trouble emoting with their faces somewhat. I think that it's got a lot of promise as an idea. I'm glad that people are enjoying them and they're getting support. But I do kind of feel like, for me personally, I wish that they were more advanced. Think about the secretly a VTuber. That's how we. This is how we know it. What if you guys? I'm totally virtual. I'm not a real person. It's very advanced CG. Think about actually a cute anime character who uses a hairy Mexican rig model, huh? That would be the Shyamalan twist. But no, guys, I'm real. I'm real. I'm real. Trust me. We're not guys about that.
That gate's not budging. We need to get up and over.
Well, good thing there's a little handholds there.
Mecum, Ares in Paradiso.
Who may come? Me? Talk to me.
Today you will join me in paradise.
Who? Oh, she doesn't read Latin. He
It's in
does.
Paradise.
Okay. They're kind of uncanny valley-ish, AJ, but even not so much that. Just in terms of, because I'm such a nerd. Because it's a hardcore gamer, man. I recognize the shitty motion capture. I find it frustrating to look at. Because it seems, low tech, low budget. But of course, it's done in real time. It's not done as a recording that's later touched up by an actual artist. It's done in real time. So of course, there's going to be limitations to how good it can look as CG. In fact, it's probably pretty mind-blowing that it looks as good as it does. But I can't help but feel that they could do better. That's kind of how I feel, Vince. Yeah, it's not really the uncanny valley. It's just kind of
It's like one of Avery's men.
There's not
annoying to
many
me that they
out
kind
there.
of look like
Way
they're
more dead
shitty mocap
colonists than
puppets.
soldiers.
Dane says, VTubers are crazy dumb to me, says Dane. Is it really that dumb? Yeah, as someone that loves gorillas, I got really, back in like 05, I got so into the whole virtual aspect of it. I found it very fascinating that you could have these characters that were so much, you know, a part of our real world, despite being, you know, created by artists and writers and idealized that way. I thought it was very fascinating. I can totally imagine that there'd be a kid out there that would be into these VTubers and thinking, wow, it's so cool that there's a cartoon character that can actually interact with you. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I think that the fakiness of them is part of the appeal. Maybe you're right, Vince. Maybe you're right. That would make sense. I'm cool if a streamer does it, but I have no interest in the anime images. I think that, again, it's part of their character. They're in character. They're creating a character. I'm sure that part of that is their actual personality coming through. The same way that I might affect a character somewhat when I'm streaming. But I think that, you know, there's something to be said about the fact that you have a on-stream persona that you're conveying to be entertaining. And it has a matching character design. Right? I don't. I'm just a dude. I have a personality and I have a way that I look, and they're relatively unrelated. But I think that there's something to be said about, you know, having a streamer that themselves has a character design that suits their personality. What's up, Common Sense? Welcome aboard, man. How you doing? What's on your mind? Third strike. Can I jump over that thing? And if so, why would I? Oh, I'm supposed to climb the door to a door, maybe, huh? I have to jump over here.
Just need your help for a sec.
I can work my way over to the door, maybe, if they want me to do. Thank God he has the you know,
Those things don't look steady.
the
They're not.
infamous magnetism. I can just jump and he just automatically goes where he has to go. This would be really hard otherwise.
Sorry to disturb you, pal.
Already made that joke, Nate. Come on, Brad.
Excuse me.
He fell apart. Took a little bit of a little shove. Whenever you don't want to stream with a face cam, you should just emotion capture yourself as a giant cheeseburger, huh? I think I've seen a stream like that before. The privacy has to be nice, says J-Bomb. Yes. I feel like female streamers who end up getting harassed in public. Yeah, I guess. Kind of, they make the argument with gorillas too, right? The fact that, oh shit, that the artists behind gorillas legendarily appreciate the anonymity when really we see them over the years getting more and more involved. I kind of feel like it's going to be inevitable, right? We're going to see over the next few years the VTubers coming out. Right? They got to become celebrities, right? I guess it's inevitable. There's more money to be made. Yay. Always third strike, but a nice break is nice, huh? I feel the same way. There was a time, Common Sense, where I streamed 3S here like every day, except for Fridays, 4 nights a week on this channel. I found that it was very salty, and that it made more sense over time to limit it to 1 night a week on Tuesdays, just as a way to give me some time to cool down between streams and reevaluate my reason for playing 3S. Can I climb this thing? The market's going to be oversaturated, guaranteed, to J-Bomb. I'm sure, again, it already is, right? It already is. There's plenty of failed VTubers out there. Dreading work tomorrow, huh? What's going on at work tomorrow? Is it just the usual? Or something especially dreadful? I'm not sure what would be better. What about people who fall in love with VTubers, says Peter Steves? Well, no judgment here from me. Love is a bizarre thing anyway. Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, love is fucked up as it is, guys. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys want to fall in love with a cartoon character, then it's whatever for me.
You alright?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people out there that are in love with an actual human being that are actually more or less in love with a cartoon
nice place.
character. Right? Insofar as you have an image of somebody that you fall in love with, rather than an actual three-dimensional
Clearly
person.
some drainage issues.
A real fixer-upper opportunity.
Shoot him!
Okay, so
That'd be a cool twist ending. She's pulled out the gat right there.
Dam and then flooded the whole place.
Look at her dinky little binoculars, man.
You know, I forgot. Pretty good at this.
Shut up, Nate. She's thinking about it right
which
now.
one of these do you think is Avery's?
So, dude, you're trying to flatter me now.
My money's on that one. One that's still intact.
Oh, man. I love third strike's common sense here, but I also want to stream other single-player games. I feel like I'm missing only streaming 3S here, because I don't get to play other games. Well,
Front door.
I feel the same way, common sense, and more power to you.
Sam.
He's still alive.
But I'll tell you what, variety streaming is way harder to build an audience for, man. If you're trying to keep your, let's say, your average viewership up on Twitch, your average viewership score, you want that to be more, consistent.
All right, keep your eyes
Well,
open
stick
for
with
shoreline types.
one kind of game. One problem this stream has, for instance, is, again, the average viewership kind of building momentum in terms of our analytics. As I understand, that's true of any variety stream. 3S really kind of carries our stream here. It always has. If I streamed only 3S here, our viewership would be way, way, way higher. And of course, there are pros and cons. I decided to make that sacrifice so that I could, not go insane playing only one kind of game. I think that's kind of where you're at, sounds like. And so I totally understand. And if you wanted to play variety, I would totally support you in that respect. But I just kind of give you a little heads up that so there's downsides, of course. I sure as hell wouldn't want to only play one game. That would just drive me insane for as much as I stream. You got to have that variety, otherwise I would. It'd just be too much of the same thing all the time. But consider this. If you wanted to maintain your stream's average viewership, common sense, you could also just, play games on your own between streams. Right? You don't have to always share your... In this channel, I always play games on... I never play games off stream, guys, ever. So whenever I play a game, it's with you guys. We share the experience. And as a part of that, again, our average viewership fluctuates dramatically. And it's again, relatively low for how big our channel is. I think that if you're trying to find a compromise between not playing the same game all the time, what you might want to do is instead maybe stream less. Stream 3S twice a week. And then other times, play whatever you want to play off stream. That way you're not affecting your analytics. But totally a million ways you can go about it. What am I doing here? You want me to fall into the water? I mean, I guess I can. That doesn't kill me in this game, right? I mean, but you would just... Okay.
Whoa!
His voice clip right there? What the fuck was that? Yeah, Peter says, yeah, tonight, guys, is Sonic World.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a really, 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 really obscure Sonic game. I don't think anyone in this chat has heard of Sonic World before. Just kill Sam yourself and forget about the heartaches of apples, huh? Apples, that's your problem. Right? This is why you have these social issues. Rather than being hurt, you would rather kill someone that you love to avoid the heartache of losing them. Yeah, it's a picture heavier comments. I apologize if I seem like I'm speaking, being overly familiar. We haven't had the chance to become that acquainted. But we are, in a sense, 3S family. That's something that's really beautiful about the FGC in general. Apple's like, hell yeah. It's a shame it's changed me, that Twitch makes it so much harder for variety streamers to thrive. But I think the communities that come out of variety streams are a lot more interesting and dynamic, huh? Well, that's what I found to be the case, Change Me. Right? Because you have people that are into all kinds of different games come by and make friends with each other. That's what I love. And we kind of share our interests and become more well-versed in a wider variety of stuff. It gives you more perspective on stuff. But it does build so much slower, Max. It builds so much slower. And even then, I mean, to be devil's advocate, if you look at the 3S audience we have here, they're also very varied, right? It's a game that brings in all kinds of different people. Well, in fact, a lot of our variety viewership comes from Third Strike. People that come here for Third Strike, and then they end up staying for Uncharted, or they come stay for Sonic, or whatever the case might be, right? Like, I would say that most of our viewership here comes from Third Strike. And then there are those rare cases of people that come for something else and they stay, right? People that come for, let's say AJ, right? And other friends of the channel here that came for Uncharted. Will they stay to watch Tomb Raider? Will they stay to watch Sonic? Will they stay to watch ? Who knows? Almost certainly not. In most cases, they don't, which is fine. It's cool that people come by to watch a certain thing they enjoy a lot. And I really appreciate the friendship they offer me for 2 weeks at a time. But it doesn't really help our channel grow in the long term most of the time. That's really the rub with variety streaming. The fact that people come to watch game X, then when you get to game Y, they fall off. Where if you played game X for another 2 weeks, you would have built that audience for game X. And you played for another 2 weeks. Like, that audience is bigger and bigger each time, right? Third Strike, League of Legends, Fortnite, or even Uncharted 4, man. If I played Uncharted 4, let's say I speed ran the game, or otherwise played it, as a thing constantly, we would see that the people that love this game would come and they would stay, and they would come and come and come, more and more.
I was picturing wooden shacks.
That's what I like. I like when guys come and come and come and come.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so I'm sorry, I have to from talking to you guys. I'm not even watching where I'm going. There's no community for single-player games, as common sense. Yeah, there's really not, unless you count maybe like a JRPG community. That's kind of. I think if you fix it on a genre, common sense, you have again. It's like there's a spectrum of variety streams, right? You can focus on one single game, and that's probably the best for growth. You can also focus on like a single genre. That'd be like second best for growth. And our channel here is, again, truly variety. We just do everything. We try and do everything. All kinds of different genres and different games and different eras. And it has that shortcoming that people don't really stay. But you could try to have like a theme, common sense. You could try to have like a theme that people might, if they like this game you're playing, they might like the next game you're playing too. And they might want to stay for that. Thanks for the sub, Jumpy, the Amazon Prime sub. Welcome aboard, man. You guys like JRPGs? Jumpy plays them. In fact, he plays my favorite JRPG ever. I just realized there's FFT on the YouTube channel. Oh, it changed me. So much of it, too. There's so much FFT on that channel. And it's still ongoing. We got Nero, too. It's like, sup, homies? I really enjoyed Nero's stream today. Guys, I haven't slept. If I seem a little bit out of the sorts, it's because I didn't get any sleep last night. I was up during the day today. But thankfully, Nero made it easy for me. I had an awesome stream. Him and KD both. They both had awesome streams, and it made me easy to stay up. But I do feel a little bit tired now. Where's Apple's place? Apple's plays retro. She does randomizers and stuff. She does a little bit of indie, but she doesn't really stream that often. I just want to follow her anyway. You go ahead and do it. I'm not going to stop you. I couldn't if I wanted to be honest. Apple's came for Tactics. Came for Tactics. Also loved Third Strike before she even knew I was playing it here. Yeah, I do remember that, Apple. I remember we talked about FFT Advance as well. I should play that soon here at some point. Nero says that Splatterhouse 2 run can and will be improved. Did you end up playing Splatterhouse 2, Nero? Was that what you played first? Wasn't Splatterhouse 1 you played first? Or am I wrong about that? Because I remember thinking you played 2, but then you skipped to 3. I was confused by that. I thought you played 1 and 3. The gang's all here. No, it was 2. So was it 2 and 3 then? Or was it 1 and 2? And if so, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure the last one you played was was Splatterhouse 3. Oh, 2. Okay, thank you. Okay, that makes sense to me then. I was so confused. So it's 4 games in and still Uncharted? Gets the Pregnant isn't a cartographer. Wow, changed me. But you're right. He's not. Sorry, guys. I'm having so much fun talking with you guys. I'm not even really playing the game. Let's try and advance the plot here a little bit. So I need to get up and get into there, right? So let's try going this way. Okay, yeah, I was confusing here. Yeah, so when you played 2 first, that's why you advanced to 3 after that. Yeah, that makes sense. Can I jump to that with a Nathan Drake jump? Nathan Drake jump! Yes, okay. Okay, we can go this way. Dude, I would love to be a fucking video game voice actor, dude. I would love it. How sick would that be, guys? All right, now imagine you're jumping from a wooden beam onto a ledge. Okay, I need you to do 3 takes. All right, I'm ready. Oh! And last one definitely would be Yosh. Yosh. Okay. This game looks so nice in terms of the colors. I just bought FFCA 2 again, as well as Advance Wars 2. Need a way to capture it, huh? But it's emulated apples. Well, I don't understand. Why do you want to capture it? Especially on DS of all things. Oh, does it? Nero's sick. Yeah, that's how I have the Architect. Yeah, it's playing on an emulator. That's what I'm saying. Dark Souls clips change me. Yeah, GBA, FFT Advance. Yeah, that game I don't like as much as FFT on PS1, but it's pretty good. I'd like to play it on stream someday. Because I don't want to emulate apples. I don't want to sound harsh. I don't want to sound stern. There's more important things than what you want, apples. Alright? Be reasonable. Grow up. Stop being so selfish.
Dragon. We're in Christopher Condon's house.
Dragon. Rock the dragon. Dragon Ball Z. Dude, I'm so out of it. I don't even have no clue where I'm going. I don't even really care. It's all this way, huh? Hello, Gungan. Is that above crushing critical? No. The critical just means I'm hating on it, basically. I'm criticizing the game as I play it. We got guys, though. I'm happy now. We got dudes. Shout out to the fucking dude launcher. I got what you need, says J-Bomb, for a price. I don't steal. Apples, come on. Play our games. Be like Katie. You love Katie, don't you? Nero prefers real hardware, but you gotta make compromises, huh? Direct capture, says Architect. You might have to buy a gizmo for the DS. Yeah, hell of a gizmo, like a super gizmo. Gotta get it modded, like modded to fuck. Okay, we got dudes. Shout out to the fucking dude launcher. The dude cannon. Thunk, thunk, thunk. You guys hear that? It's unfortunate. Someone's car is breaking down, it sounds like. Yeah, you have to get like a mod, Nero, to stream off of those handhelds. It'd be a nightmare. Dude Raider? Dude Cannon. Got some tall grass here. Stealth. Classics. Let's mark some peeps. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. There's a guy. How many guys there are over there? Well, where's some more? There's tall guys over there, huh? Can I swim stealthily? Might not need to. I can swim stealthily. That's sick. Is the guy right there that I haven't even marked yet? You didn't see shit. Uh-oh.
What was that? Go take a look. Roger.
No. Don't be looking at shit, dude. He's watching his homie's back. That's so sick. So I can't choke him out because his friend's watching. They're both yellow at the same time.
We're all clear.
Like, yeah, fucking Coldplay. Alright, well... shouldn't be that bad. I'll have to cover here, too. I can just shoot them if I was badass. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, AJ, Dude Raider. I remember that being in the reviews of the time. It's a guy. I fucking saw that dude over there. I was too slow to mark him, though. This guy's fucking dead meat. Come here. Yeah, goof. Guy right there, too. Let's advance. Like Final Fantasy Tactics, dude. Dibbidi-bop-a-dee-do-do. Boop-ba. Dibbidi-da-da-dee-doo-doo. We got ledges. I love ledges. Larry Craft, Dude Raider, huh? I was assuming as an AJ. Yeah, I think I watched my friend, this is a blind playthrough, but I think that I did watch my friend I Am Joey Cruz play this one section. And I remember him just doing a lot of diving and shooting. I intend to do mostly choking and jumping. I'm gonna see if I can get away with that. But it's not always easy in this game to stealth your way through, which is what you want. Right? I'm also playing on hard mode. It's pretty fucking savage. This game's hard mode is fucking brutal. I'm enjoying it, though. I feel like I could probably grab that ledge without too much difficulty. I might go for it right about now, in fact. Come on, Nate. Get through. Oh, it's a little... Hup. Come here, Mac. No? Sorry with me, dude. Pistole! That's what I'm saying, architect. Dibbidi-boppity-doo-doo. Boppity-boppity-doo-bo. Come here, dude. Come into the tall grass with your boy. Pokemon! Can you imagine, dude, in Pokemon? If you walked into the tall grass and the fucking Rattata just fucking jumped out and broke your neck? Gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. So I can go into the water here if I wanted to, but again, I'm trying to avoid that just for no reason, just to be an asshole. So let's try and go out this window over here. That's kind of what I feel like doing. Can I climb up or around there if I were to go out this window? That's my thinking. Where my head's at. Oh no. I wanted to hang from the ledge. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I can't go up. My goal is to try and go up from here if I could. Oh shit, somebody just almost saw me. Who it was. Oh shit. This is awkward. This is some infamous shit. Who over there is seeing your boy? There's a guy up there. Oh, I see. That's not a dude right there. No, it's not. Looks kind of dude-esque. But it's not such a thing as a dude. There's definitely a dude up there, though, kind of on patrol. It's not a version near. It's a whole different game. FFTA is a whole different game than FFT. And I think it's okay. It's pretty good. But if you haven't played FFT, then don't play FFTA first. So I'm going to grab his ankle and pull him off that cliff, but I really can't. Not a good way to do that, huh? Yeah, it's a spin-off near. It's pretty good. But it's aimed at children. Both graphically and narratively, and its gameplay is a little bit simpler as well. But it's not bad. It's cool for what it is. I think a lot of players like me at the time were very let down by it. They wanted a real, sequel to FFT, which it really isn't. It's like a spin-off, but it's pretty cool. I think you would like it. You're a man of taste. There's a guy right there. Well, I'm really enjoying this. I'm not sure if it's coming through on the stream, but this is a really fun little stealthy environment. Lots of things to hide behind. That really gets me off in any game. Fuck. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
My God! Hey!
Dude, there was a couple more guys there than I understood there to be. I'm not gonna lie.
Just try it. We're ready for you. I'm ready.
Well, this dude's fucking did a fucking Sentai jump like it was nothing. Yeah, it's not a port at all. Like, yeah, it's a brand new game. If only this game had some sort of kind of wooden climbing device with rungs, huh? Oh, along untold amounts of verticality. It's got a few, but they're not really in ladder form most of the time. Most of the time. Come here. Come here, Hanson. Ah, fuck! Yeah, I might not be able to play this without going into the water. And of course, it's giving me the whole tutorial on the water stealth. I'm being a real asshole trying to avoid that, even though it's clearly what it wants me to do. I really just have this fancy about choking guys out. Thanks, Lane. He's already marked it, Lane. What are you talking about? Change never beat FFT, yeah? I think I got stuck at Weaker. I think a lot of guys did it. It changed me. That fight is really broken. We just passed that fight on our YouTube channel, Change Me. And I remember rewatching it and doing our thumbnail for that clip for that video, and I was like, wow. This fight must have fucked up so many people's playthroughs. Because you can't load your save. It just fucks you. It's a soft lock, basically. And Templars says here, Rattata uses Throat Strike. It's super effective. Your Pokemon gurgles helplessly, attempting to choke out a few brief moments of life. Tears coil around its eyes as it clutches its ruined throat, unable to breathe in its final moments. Your Pokemon finally lies still, even as the Rattata slides back into the tall grass, silently awaiting its next prey. Yeah, that's definitely what it seems like in this game. That's how I feel. This is how I feel. I had a similar hard stop in Soccer Fear 2, which I looked up and found was similarly universal for many players, yes. Yeah, it's another game of that era that's just, you can get fucked. You can get hella fucked. Hella fuck the elephant. Oh, this is a pretty good spot, honestly, to do some... Well, there's a sky right there. There's two guys... Also, if I'm up there, there's probably not a place to hide. I don't know. I should go to the water, perhaps, and do some more scouting. Let's do that. Fun as hell. Again, hang on. Pause the game. Core gameplay, guys. If you're gonna have swimming in your game, right, if you're gonna have swimming, make the swimming part of the stealth and the shooting, right? That's what you want. That's what you want. I love that. I love when these designers have that ambition. Okay? Yeah, Drake can swim. Let's make it part of the stealth. That's so much fun. It's a shame that this is the first time it's ever been done in the game and probably never be done again. It's kind of hard to navigate as well underwater. For the record, guys, the controller was vibrating when I was low on breath. I kind of got scared. A lot of south on radar. It's kind of hard to... Oh, shit. Oh, man. No, I'm really feeling it. Core gameplay, Romanoff. Core gameplay.
Fancy digs.
Tall grass, too? Isn't that convenient?
Where's all the valuable?
Run the jewels. I'm downloading PS1 Tactics. Let's fucking go, Nero. Who wants to watch Nero play Tactics? Who among you is this? Oh, shit. Elena, you crazy bitch. Wait, can they see her? They couldn't see her. They must not be able to see her, dude. It must just be a scripted thing where if you try to choke you out, they turn yellow real quick. There's no way they can see her. How big is the fucking environment here? I feel like I should probably consider advancing further and not trying to kill these guys the way that my heart tells me to. I just love killing guys. Peter Steves is down to watch some Tactics. You're gonna love the game, I think, Nero. FFT is so good. It's so good! Is it a little bit overrated? No! Hell no! That game is fucking Elder God tier, dude. I want to watch Tactics so hard that I learned how to battle, says Peter Steves. Like in real life. Like I actually learn tactics. God, this is a huge environment. I think this game has a kind of a cool idea in that some of these fights you can just skip the fights. In most games, it's kind of ass. This game has like a unique perspective on it, I think, in terms of the gameplay and the game field, where the environments themselves are so large and so complex, and there's so many guys that it kind of has a sort of a realism where you're like, dude, I'm outnumbered. I'm really outnumbered. I'm likely to die if I try to engage these guys. The environment is so large that it's impossible to explore. Maybe I should just try to go through. And that kind of adds, another choice to the mix of how you want to play the game. Final real-life tactics, huh? Would, if not, put in some basic statements in Instruct Nate's Companion, says Architect. I don't think that would necessarily improve the game. I don't know, maybe it would. Would be neat. Architect, yeah, I can see that. I talked to my friend recently about that, about how it'd be cool if you could, like, order her to go distract somebody real quick. But I don't know if that would really work in this kind of game. I really kind of feel like the game's already kind of complex enough as it is. I'm not sure it really needs that. Boy, there's so many fuckers. So where's my next place I can hide safely? Well, I can jump into the water here. Let's try that. As soon as I see them turning yellow, I gotta dive. That's kind of what the idea I'm getting here. Can I shoot in the water? Oh, I can, man. Core gameplay. Core gameplay. There's no stealth guns in this game, but I think it's probably for the best. If there are, they're few and far between. This guy is fucking camping. If I can swim past him if I really needed to. Maybe I do. Let's do it. Oh, no, stay under the water, Nate. This shit is pretty godlike. Not gonna lie. This is like a really fun idea. Alright, where's these guys at? I don't want to get spotted. Oh shit! Dive? Okay. So I gotta get back now. Oh, he's still yellow? Does that mean I can't surface again? Oh, shit. There's no tall grass here, unfortunately. I can grab it inside of that building, though. It kind of seems like pretty promising.
Wait. What the...
Oh, I can't grab that. It's too high? What's the point? Where do I grab it from? Ooh, this is so tricky. Try to fucking... Oh, here we go. I like this. I feel like I'm pretty... There's tall grass over there. I feel pretty comfortable in this spot. I don't think anyone's gonna see me. There's a guy up there. He's not even marked. Holy shit. There's you guys over there that aren't even marked. I could climb higher from here if I wanted to. I really would like... Is that tall grass? I think it is. Let's get into the tall grass. Okay. It's a really fun environment here. Was that a dude in the water? Hey, Jerry, I think I saw a dude down there. Come on, man. Why'd there be a dude down there in the water, man? Come on. Probably just seeing things. Probably just a big old catfish. No, it was definitely a dude. He had a goofy haircut. So do catfish. Oh, hi. One down. This is tricky. There's so many guys in there. They're not even all marked. I wonder how the cover is up there. There's a route I can climb up. We saw that last time. I can actually climb higher. I don't feel comfortable being up there, dude. Dix says here, is it just supposed to show messages that you missed? Since it doesn't seem to be doing that, says Dix, huh? Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, the new thing doesn't seem to work for you? That seems weird. So he came back and said new, but there's no messages above it? That defeats the whole point. There's a guy over there. I gotta mark him. Ooh. Grenade in the grass, dude, for sure. Dudes in the water, grenades in the grass. There's a guy up here that walks past this ledge. Again, this is a relatively okay spot.
Close for my taste.
Not super okay of a spot, to be honest. Oh, God. Because of that guy. He can't see me, though. This is actually a pretty good spot. Fuck. There's a guy in there. I might try and duck behind that wall in there. Luckily, you can't see me. That's the way the game works mechanically.
Hang on.
Oh, no. No, Nate, I need to roll. Oh, thanks, Joanna. Yo, she's fucking punching the fuck out of some guys. Wrong button. Oh, this game is amazing. 10 out of 10. Oh my. Okay, there's more grenades over there. Mark him. Oh my god, there's so many of them. They're coming. Snipers. Oh my god. I'm out of ammo. This is not a good look. I'm so low on ammo, dude. I gotta have to retreat. There's grass here. Might not see me get into the grass. Oh, there's more. What the fuck? Okay, retreat, retreat, retreat. Fuck. Yeah, remember, that's the cheesy way out. I had to rely on that after all. I was trying to avoid doing this, but here we are. Seems like a pretty good way to get your stealth back. I need to find some ammo for sure. If you have bombs and you're not using them, that's on you, says J-Bomb. I totally agree. I put my computer to sleep, says Dix, huh? So the messages before new were all just ones that were you were here. Oh. Yeah, that's not the way it's supposed to work. You're still glitched, Dix. Why are you so glitchy? I killed a bunch of guys. They gotta have guns, right? But I gotta find them. Although we killed a lot of guys, I feel like we gotta thin them out. These shotgun guys are so obnoxious. Here's some tall grass. Nate, climb it, man. I'm begging you. We killed the guy over here, didn't we? There's gotta be a gun here, you would hope. Fuck. The hyphen's angered them. Maybe you're right. They flew to the sun. Trying to hack on the planet. The gun dude left us, Dane, huh? Everybody go back to your regular patrols. What would you do, Dane? Gotta go back to patrols, gotta go back to plan A. Otherwise you risk, you know, making a bigger hole in your defenses by trying too hard to find them.
Where'd you go?
Oh shit. Can you stealth kill these guys? Yes, you can. Kind of. You saw nothing, bro. Just your dead homie. Hey, you gonna come over here, dude? What a coward. Look at this dude!
Right there.
That guy had like a shotgun, right? Give me your gun, whatever it was. Where is it? No gun from this guy? I think they even despawned his body because he's in the tall grass. I am Dick. I want to play it. I want to beat it. I think we're on the very final phase of Emily. Vince says, I mean, would you go over there? Well, dude. I'm going to be right, Vince. He didn't drop a gun, though. Well, I've got what? I've got... Oh, I did go... Oh, guys, go automatically, I see, because I didn't have a gun in that slot. Never mind. I have 8 shotgun blasts. We know there's an armed assailant in the grasses, Templar. I thought I might have seen him. Guess I'll just watch quietly and not call everyone over to investigate. Yeah, well, I mean, again, Templar. That was all part of my evil scheme to distract you. You have to keep your patrols tight. Right? If you all called everybody over here to look in the grass and it was all a fucking ploy. A straight up ploy. So basically repeating what I did last time. I think I'm going to jump over there and climb up there and get into that tall grass and start taking guys out.
Come on! Now!
Bye! One more time. I gotta repeat this, guys, because I find it to be such a amazing take. I was stressed to you guys that this game's stealth is better than Batman's stealth. It's when it's working, it's actually really fucking fun. In fact, I wouldn't say it's necessarily better than a true stealth game stealth, like Metal Gear Solid or anything, but it is better than Batman's. Pistole. Well, there's a rifle. I have a shotgun. I have 8 blasts in this shotgun. That can kill 8 guys point blank. I like me a rifle. I'm a really cowardly player. I don't like to be up close if I can avoid it most of the time. But what I do find, though, is that up close is oftentimes a more effective way to kill people because you can kind of dodge, you can get into cover, you can roll, you can do all kinds of fun stuff to get close. Then you can just blow them away very easily without having to aim your gun, which I love. I'm sucky. I suck shit at aiming. But from where I'm at position-wise right now, maybe the rifle would be a better idea. There's a lot of guys kind of up there and around me. I want to try and reach. Look at this rifle. How many shots does it have? 46? Okay, I can live with that. Here's more grenades in the grass. That's sick. They're doing work right now. If I presume, almost certainly erroneously... Oh, there's tall grass up there. Oh, son of a bitch. That's sick. Okay, let's fucking go for it. Hup. Now, see, you can't do this in Metal Gear Solid, right? To me, that's this game's genius. Is how it combines the jumping in with the stealth. You can climb shit and be sneaky. Maybe you're right, Vince. Yeah, definitely, they're quite excited. I don't know, maybe it's really windy. Like, really, really, really windy. Because you're right, it definitely seems a little bit extreme, a little bit excessive. Oh, there's more grenades and a pistol there, too. Is there anybody here I haven't marked yet? There's grass over there. Oh, son of a gun. This is why I think this game's grass works better than some other games that have stealth in grass. Because it kind of plays into the environment design in a way that's kind of conducive to gameplay. It's kind of like solving a little puzzle in the environment. Going from grass to grass. So I've got only 8 shots left. Let's change our gun here. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. The plants are like PVZ plants, huh? It feels like they're real plants, like alive and moving. They're actually the rare groping plants of Bertamala. There's guys. I see a guy over there. There is a guy I haven't marked over there. Oh, there's so many guys. But they're all on one side of me now, at least it seems. That guy had ammo down there, it looks like. More grenades? Okay. I mean, we could do some work with these grenades, even. Oh, there's a fucking grenade launcher right here! I could just blow them away if I really wanted to. That's tempting. That's really tempting. I can use grenades from stealth in this game. That's a really fun way they kind of imagined grenades in this game's gameplay. Because they don't know where you threw them from. I can use it to get a few cheap kills before having to peek my head out. I might do that. If I'm scared as fuck. There's a sniper I gotta be careful of. But sure, there's still a lot of guys left and they're mad dangerous. This game on hard mode is no fucking joke. It's really no joke. Even in other games in the franchise, having like 5 guys, I'd be, oh, 5 guys left, no problem. But in this game, it's like, fuck, 5 guys left. Even 2 guys left is kind of scary. I wish the sniper would stop looking at me. Wrong button. L1 is my, It's kind of too far for me to reach. It's okay. Boy, they're everywhere, man. Bye! I didn't quite kill him, I missed.
They've got to be close.
Okay. Who here has a helmet? Does he have a helmet? Maybe he does. One of those shotgun guys with a helmet or what? It's because they're so annoying. I think he might have like a bandana. Look back, I see you. Two for one. Oh my god! 2 more left. Everybody group up, yeah, that's what I like. There's 3 guys left to my knowledge. Doesn't mean there's only 3 left though. Snipers never have helmets. I can just shoot them, which is gonna be nice. Yes, group up, you idiots.
Go, go!
So I didn't place it just right. Okay, now I can get this grenade launcher if I really wanted to and just blow them the fuck away. Well, I have a rifle though, so it's kind of good for this.
Stick your head out.
Okay. Dee-dee-bop-a-dee-doo-doo.
Hey, run, you Jonah!
Oh, he didn't see me. That's sick. Or did he? Maybe he didn't see me technically. He's the last guy left, I believe, though.
Jesus.
All right, guys, that was fun.
That's it. You okay?
Let's play 3 more hours of wandering through the big wilderness with no enemies whatsoever anywhere. Okay, so I enjoyed that. That was cool. Let's explore around here, find treasure. You guys want to do that? I love treasure, but it's a pretty big environment. What's up, D-Scott? We got Donald in the chat. Good thing that's not poison ivy, he says. You would be scratching your ass off. Well, it's just part of the fucking adventure, dude. Small price to pay. I'm trying to save the world. These guys get their snipers, huh? Good idea. What do you think? That suits my playstyle pretty well. We got plenty of ammo down there now. So basically, the sniper will kill if you shoot them in any part of their body. From a distance, it's kind of real nice that way. Give me your rifles. Give me your rifles. Yeah, so 5 shots is 5 kills with this thing, which is kind of nice. They're kind of slow to aim, of course. That's kind of their weakness, obviously. If I were a sniper, I'd say, if there was if you're there, say I. I'd be like, I. Okay, so how many shots do I have total here? Like 8? 9, okay, not too shabby. I still have a grenade, too. Marco, what's up, Blue Abs? Guys, I was watching my friend Blue Abs stream earlier today. He's playing this Killer Queen spin-off game, like a single-player Killer Queen. It was fucking fun as hell. It was sick. It's very rare to watch Blue Abs stream. If you want to see him stream more, give him a follow, please. If you guys like Killer Queen and other stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Right now, because of COVID, they can't stream their Killer Queen stuff that often, but they released like I guess for that reason, the developer released a single-player game. If you guys know Killer Queen, it's like a really fun, multiplayer, competitive game. People like to get together and play at bars. But my man Blue Abs is streaming. That's a very rare notification for me. Thoughts on the Disney Star Wars trilogy? I don't really have any, Architect. I don't really have any. Stop saying PhDs. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. So this is a pretty big environment. There could be treasure around here, but I really don't feel like I'm going to want to explore it all and try and find it. It's just too massive of a space. I have a hot tip Templar in terms of reminding me to grab those sniper rifles. I think I probably like that more than the rifle right now. The actual, like, AK or whatever it is. Yeah, assault rifle. What's down there? I want to find some more grenades, really. Pistole. I want some grenades, man. I'm kind of low. They're really clutch in this game. They're good for stealth. They're good for blowing. In this game, again, more than previous games, guys, you will fight crowds of like 30 guys in this game. So yeah, being able to kill 2 or 3 guys at once in one hit is really, really great. You scare the fuck out of me, Elena. You better stop. I kind of feel like maybe I'm not going to find any more grenades around here. I'm sure they exist around here, but they're going to be a little bit hidden. Oh, never mind, dude. Never mind. Okay. Well, let's advance then. Wasn't sure if you could grab them. Figured you might be able to. Yeah. You can grab anything in this game, basically. Whee. I see his thoughts here. Force Awakens, awesome. Last Jedi, barf. Rise of Skywalker, 50 out of 50, huh? Or 50-50, I'm sorry. The only meta progress between runs is unlocking new programs and characters has changed me. About what game are you talking about? Dane's talking to Max about... Invisible Ink. Okay, Invisible Ink. How would I use it, Romanoff? It's not really... doesn't come up. There's only one spot around here that's even capable of using it, right? I used it once when I killed all the enemies, just as a way to kind of go from here to there, but... there's not really a lot of places to use it. It's kind of one of its big weaknesses with the grappling hook. It's not really that part of... it's not that core to the gameplay. It is sometimes. I'm glad when it is. It's more than I thought it would be, to be honest. I thought it was going to be more of a gimmick and not really, like, at all functional. And it kind of is sometimes. I've been impressed with it mostly, for the most part, but it sure could come up more often. They could make it more, core. Okay. It's fun as hell to use. It's really it has a really great game feel, man. I love the way that it really feels to crap look around. Force Awakens was enjoyable despite it being a remake. Didn't enjoy the other two, says Architect. Nathan Drake's I see. He was one of those cleanest, dirtiest looking people I've ever seen. He's that archetype, right? He's the sexy, dirty white boy. Dirty white boy. Yeah, he's just kind of like, he's always perfectly scuffed, right? He's got the stubble and always looking like he's, rugged. He drives an F-150. 4x4. He's tough. Alright. It's only one way to go here, looks like. Let's go that way then. Because I agree. Lego Star Wars, The Force Awakens is pretty good, despite everyone being remade in Lego. You guys like the Lego games in general? Dix, let's play a fucking long play, me and you, of a Lego game. Koan. I went through like 3 missions and then got in a checkmate scenario on the 4th, says Dana. Nathan looks handsome in mud. Lara Croft, are you challenging my power? Trying to look good while dirty? Want to have a fucking dirty off? Depends on the games it dicks, huh? I played Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy, and it blew my mind how good it was. I think everybody has that experience, right? Where they play their first Lego game, like, oh shit, it's actually franchise is fucking godlike. You guys know it's developed by Traveler's Tales, right? The guys that developed Sonic 3D Blast and Sonic R also made the Lego games later on in their careers. I played after that Lego Batman 2 to 100%, and that game was also super sick. That game was fucking godlike. Don't be afraid to retire agency if you're stuck, says Change Me, and this game Invisible Ink. Oh, he's glitchy.
Maybe there's a way through underwater?
Thanks, Elena. If you hadn't said that, we could be playing fucking Ico right now. But no. Lego The Hobbit only covers the first 2 movies. I was salty as Change Me. That sounds like ass. The original trilogy was the first one I played as well, back on the DS. Oh, I played it on PS3. What do you think about the DS version, Dix? I was really getting blown away by the PS3 one. That was so cool. Cool stages, cool gameplay. Love all the secrets. Love all the customization of the character designs you can do. Swapping out heads and bodies and weapons and shit, and changing the classes. Oh, that's so much fun. Yeah, very easy. So one of those games that really makes you think about how, you know, gameplay and game feel can be removed from what you might call difficulty. As long as it's fun to play the game itself, I guess. It doesn't matter if it's hard. Sometimes the game's fun comes from the challenge, but not always, I feel like. But looked like ass and gave me a headache on the DS, says Dix. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm kind of curious what it looked like, now you mention it. Must have been polygons, right? But it must have been very low polygon on DS. The Star Wars is Donald. On your shirt is... that's why you guys are talking about that. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't figure out why you guys mentioned Star Wars out of nowhere. I'm wearing my mom's Star Wars shirt. Is that kind of cool? These kind of... Yeah, it's kind of like... I like about this shirt. The fact that the Star Wars letters are green, you can see through them. It's a gift from my mom. I don't really like Star Wars that much. I'm a Star Wars fan, I guess, but not like a hardcore fan. My mom is obsessed with Star Wars. She always has been since she was, since she was a teen. This is a gift from her. Hey Nate, why is water suddenly warm? Insert troll face. Wow. Can I climb up on this? I can. Hup, hup. Keep it hip. Yosh. Yosh. Oh, I can jump on and swing on that, huh? Platforming. Ooh. Oh, I made it. Yeah, I'm not really a big Star Wars geek or anything, architect. I don't really know much about Star Wars. I enjoy the original trilogy, of course, and the, I think I maybe have less hate for the prequels than many do. I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I think I was really less critical of it than many people were. I think that I thought it was kind of cool that it retold the story, insofar as people were like, oh well, they're being very, corporate and capital motivated, and they didn't want to take any risks to figure more safe. But I kind of felt like that might be true. I'm sure that was a motivation, but I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that I thought it was a cool way to convey what Star Wars kind of always has in its narrative, which is the idea of destiny. This idea that there's people are fated in this universe, right? That's like a main theme of the series, I feel like. I thought it was kind of cool that we see a new generation, like, things repeat themselves, right? Like, things are repeating themselves in this new generation. You could make the point that, it probably was motivated at least partially by the sense that it was probably a safe move to do after all these many years. But I do think that if you're being forgiving, you could also argue that I thought it was kind of fun narratively to see in this universe things are repeating themselves in a way that's sort of surreal.
Oh, crap. How many people did you bring here, Nadine?
She does have an entire army. You think they found the treasure?
Well, let's hope not.
Is it raining now, or is that
Sam
mist
safe.
from a waterfall or something? Ah, my legs. Can I go in the water? It's got that white water rapids effect. I mean, I can't go in there. Oh, I can.
Whoa,
It does sweep me.
okay. Current's a little strong.
Okay, cool. It's a well-made remake, says Architect. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan either, but a bit more of a Trekkie. Well, again, I really feel like it's somewhat unfair to call it a remake. I mean, it's not literally a remake. There are differences, of course, and of course, canonically, it takes place in the same universe. So it's not literally a remake in that respect. I think that it told a very similar story.
Look, something here.
I think that
Addressed to
you
Richard
could make the
Warren.
argument, and I would make the argument, that there's a narrative, an interesting, worthwhile narrative reason for them to have said, you know, we're this many years later in the meta. Like, the meta, in the real world, this film's coming out decades after the original trilogy came out. And it's trying to, you know, reboot the franchise in the meta. And so I thought it was kind of fun for them to say that, you know, in this franchise, it is so much about fate. Let's have this situation occur where we have these characters come together in a scenario that is eerily similar to what we saw in the original trilogy. To me, that was interesting. Again, there are those that were very critical of that. Founder Want. I promised you swift retribution. As you have taken from me, so have I taken from you. Signed, Founder Baldridge. Damn. The game once again strikes its massive ego with its beautiful, wait for it, graphics. Oh, he killed somebody's lady, looks like. Can I sniff your feet? Actually, I ran out of time to go get her little RPG dialogue. Well, I guess I'll kind of sleep over that. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Nate, through this window.
Elena, can I live? Can I find treasure? Is that why you love me so much? I'm a treasure hunter? Definitely take the chance, Architect, just as a chance to rant. Because that has been on my mind since that film came out. You know, I think that I haven't read anywhere else that anybody else has a theory that, and maybe there's a certain amount of intelligent design to the fact that the story that's told is so similar. You know, I kind of feel like it's kind of tidy that way, in a sort of a canonical sense. It's kind of tidy to imagine that we see this world where things are repeating. Things are repeating. I got swung over there, huh? So I gotta go through the window, says Elena. That's good. I like when they tell you where to go, so I can avoid that and find treasure. Okay. Well, I can swing up there and find hidden stuff, right? There's a box? Oh, it must be part of a puzzle. Okay, so I have to come here anyway at some point. Alright, let's do that. The rope is cool, man. It's a cool mechanic. I'm glad they added it. I just wish that it was more core. So he doesn't want to climb? Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. There we go. We got a box up here. I wonder if Demon Souls Remake added more climbing, huh? Why would they, dicks? Where did the game even have climbing? You mean like jumping over like the fences? It was like a parkour button that was only used like twice in the whole game? Is that what you mean? So there's like a puzzle here I'm supposed to have solved, but my exploration urge kind of robbed me of that. Oh. I'll get over there. But I can't. That's too far for a Drake jump. Can I hook shot to this thing? No. There was like a ledge climbing thing, yeah. It's only ever used like once or twice in the game. I wonder, dude, I wonder. That'd be pretty ambitious, don't you think, Dix? Like, I kind of feel like they're probably not going to touch the level design too much. For better or worse. Let's go, Peter Steve. Enjoy your Minecraft, dude. I really want to jump over there. I think I can make it.
Look out below.
Nice one.
Why am I doing this though?
Get a hold of it.
I push out of the water here. I'm not sure yet why I want to do that. I guess I have to reach this window. Huh?
Come,
Puzzle solving.
come to Papa.
This is kind of fun. Over there's where you came from, though, huh? Was I up high, though? I guess that's my confusion. I might spend Christmas break and draw a sexy grunge, says Peter Steves, huh? For the whole summer, the whole Christmas break? It's a pretty highly detailed sexy grunge. Oh, thank you, Brian. Okay, I came out of that cave. Goes to show what I remember.
After you.
Oh, how sweet. You want me to be your decoy?
Yeah, these rips too. Most of the time,
Gentlemanly there.
probably going to be spent
Hi,
masturbating to it.
just busting
Oh,
your
so he's from the
chops.
first day drawing it.
Yeah, well, the
I
chops
gotcha.
are plenty busted already. Thank you.
All right. Wow, it's like a postcard. Dan says, Peter, are you all digital or you use physical media? He says, like, hey, brain. And he's got... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I could have actually followed her, looks like. This game has pretty natural dialogue. I mentioned earlier, I think Uncharted 1 or 2, that I have a pet peeve when I say something and then Nate says it at the same exact time. That really pisses me off. He'll be like, fuck! And I'd be like, shit. I also said fuck.
Well, wet again. Tired, bruised. Oh, hungry. I could eat. Other than that, fine.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's do it again, dude.
Okay, come on. Let's keep going.
Keep going where? Guess we're going that way, huh? I don't want to get shot, though. So I can swim through here.
Come on. Let's try cutting through this house.
Yeah. I'm right behind
Cool
you.
lighting, man. Look at that. Holy shit. The stained glass gives the whole area like a glow. That's dope. God damn, this game looks good. Oh my god!
You think the colonists flooded this place?
Well, they definitely had the motivation.
But you don't think it's them?
I just find it odd that all these houses are underwater except for one.
Avery's.
Exactly.
Yo, Elena. I can't punch her? That's stupid. Oh. The graphics, I see you. Lighting and texture on to the max, yeah. Yeah, this game, again, I really have to give them credit because all those, beautiful, beautiful graphics, and the polygon count's high. Technology is good. But more than the tech, this game has awesome graphic design. Like, they really know how to create an environment that is visually stimulating based on its shapes and the color involved. It's just splendid to look at. And a shame is all that it is, really, right? Like, there's really not anything going on in the gameplay here. Just, whoa, wow, it's great. Too bad it still doesn't run 60. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Romanoff. How about in PS4? So, I think you missed our first streams of the game, Romanoff, but I went right from the Nathan Drake collection, 1, 2, and 3, to this. And it blew my mind that, we had to downgrade from 60 to 30. Now, of course, obviously, it's because those were PS3 games that were, ported. And, of course, because they have, lower quality graphics overall, they can increase the frame rate to kind of fill that headroom. But I can't help but feel like there was sort of a downgrade from 3 to 4 in that respect. Right? Like, that seems kind of embarrassing when you have to have your frame rate when you go to the next game in the franchise. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a really unfortunate architect that it's going to be a run off. And even on PS5 it doesn't unlock. I'm sure they'll put a patch out. Stained glasses architect here. Windows need to make a comeback. Huh? Had one in a house of my youth. I was going to buy a house a long time ago that had a stained glass window on it. I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. I couldn't have afforded it if I had... would have been a erroneous investment. Whoa! You can almost smell it. Did Uncharted 4 get an update for PS5 though, says Dix? So Vince, you're on Team 120. I was thinking about it today in the shower day, Vince, about how I have never once in my life played a game higher than 60 FPS. And I was thinking about how, therefore, to me, in my experience, I see real life as running at 60 FPS. But before I was a PC gamer, I really believed, or let's rephrase that. Before I played console games that were at 60, I believed, like a lot of people, that 30 and 60 were totally indistinguishable. You couldn't tell them apart. And of course, years on the line, it's quite silly, obviously, and it's very easy to tell apart. But at the time, I couldn't. I kind of wonder if I could feel the same way about 120. There are those that say that you obviously can, right? You can tell 120 from 60 relatively easily. I wonder if I could be one of those guys. I've seen 120. My future says, Vince, I mean running 120 FPS on your 4-year-old graphics card, yeah. Yeah, it's a first-party title, Romanoff. It must get an update, right, Dix? It's going to have to get an update. I don't really think 30 FPS is that big of a deal in games like this, but you can instantly tell the difference when you switch between them. Well, I think that my thing is, my gamer bill of rights, right? I agree that there are genres out there where 30 is not a huge impact on the gameplay.
This is from the
But what I will say is this. Even in a game like, let's say, this is my usual argument, right? In a JRPG, a turn-based JRPG, right? If I'm navigating a menu in your game, I tap down on the left stick, or on the D-pad, right? I want that fucking cursor, that little JRPG finger cursor, to drop down to that next option as instantly as possible. And I think that on an unconscious level, there is a certain amount of, game feel, a rewarding, boost in game feel when you have that lower input latency than you might think for games that don't even require snap inputs, like don't require reactions. I played, I think an extreme example of this is that remake on PS4. They remade FF12 a few years ago, right? The Zodiac, Zodiac Age, something like that. And that game is notorious for having insanely high input latency. Right? It's a JRPG. Who cares? You don't need that fast of reactions. Except that it's so extreme in this case that it really does have an impact on your navigation in the game, and you just feel it. It makes the game feel very sluggish, and it's no fun in that respect. And, for those that are sensitive to it, that is. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that even in cases that are less extreme than that, I think that it's important for developers to strive for their games to be as responsive as possible, not because it suits a certain genre, but because it's a medium of video games. As a medium, video games need that responsiveness. Yeah, Vince says here that consoles games can't run their menus right, huh? How about the fucking actual menus of the console, Vince? Can we fucking talk for a minute about the fucking PS bar and the PS store? Holy fuck, is that a fucking treasure back there? Oh my god, I almost missed it. I'd hope they update games to get rid of the FPS lock at least, says Dix, huh? And if we're talking shooters, then yeah, I'd want 120 plus, but 3060 is usually bearable if it isn't first person, says Dix. Yeah, this game, I do want to stress though, I'm kind of going here and there in my rant, but Uncharted, yeah, there are parts that are kind of fast, honestly, when you're shooting guys. And I do feel much more sluggish in this game than I do in 3 and 2 and 1 because of the 30 FPS. It really does affect the gameplay in this game. I want to stress that. But I also want to stress that even in games where it wouldn't necessarily, I would rather have 60. I really feel like it's not acceptable to run 30 anymore on anything. And in the year 2025, I might feel the same way about 120. Basically, I'm trying to say, responsiveness is important. If I'm panning my camera in a game, I want it to be panning at 60 at least. So I came up here through that hole, right? Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of curious, Vince. I would like to test myself in that respect. Because there was a time when I was a kid where I couldn't tell 60 from 30. And now it's painfully obvious. And I wonder, if I could see let's say I have like a side-by-side 60 and 120 and do like a menu scroll. And I could be like, oh, obviously that's the 120 one right there. It's way smoother. Or let's say like a camera pan in a video game. For me, that's like a pretty big indicator of, 60 versus 30 is camera pan. It's distractingly choppy, anything less than 60 for me. I wonder if a camera pan would look even more glorious in 120. My mouse feels different in Windows on my 240 hertz monitor than it does on my 60 hertz monitor, huh? Yeah, because it's more responsive, right? That's interesting to me. But anyway, I'm sorry for a little rant there, guys. Just basically what I'm trying to say is, if you're playing a game that's like fucking chess, I want to play chess in 60 frames per second, dude. I want to play chess in 30. I want everything to be at least 60. If it's a video game, responsiveness matters. So, I feel like I saw where I was going to go at one point, and I kind of lost it. Here, yes. Vince says, I need fighting games. This is Dane. I need fighting games to run 60. Everything else can have enormous slowdowns. I still don't really care, huh? Yeah, I feel the exact opposite, Dane. To me, that's an insult. I find it very personally, dude. If I'm playing a game that slows down, that's just ridiculous.
Oh, what's this?
What's this? People also play card games like Solitaire. Shout out to Solitaire, guys. Founder Baldridge, I received word you are mustering your soldiers to attack me. As a fellow pirate, and as your friend prior to our years in Libertalia, I implore you heed my words. I know not who sowed the seeds of our current discord, but of this I am certain. If the civil war continues, everything we have spent our lives working towards shall come to ruin. History shall remember us, not as pioneers, but fools. We must put a stop to this conflict together. Should we join forces, we shall have the strongest alliance on the island. The other founders will either join us or fall to our superior might. If you agree, light a candle in your study this evening, and I shall take that as a sign you have come to your senses. If not, remember both Want and England have made attempts on my life and failed. Founder Condent. So Vince plays racing games and rhythm games. Massively, yeah, of course, yeah, you have to have the FPS for that. Yeah, shooting games, racing games, rhythm games. Shooting games. We must. A game can have insane frame drops. I don't mind in like third-person shooter, for example, this thing, huh? Yeah. It's not that I mind in the abstract, Dane, in terms of the gameplay. I mind just more as a consumer. Like, if I bought your game...
Jesus.
And it has that sort of a slowdown in it, I take it...
kidding.
I find that to be kind of, like, insulting. Especially for games that had, notoriously expensive development. Or which are used to push new hardware on consoles, or what the case might be, right? Like, as a developer, as someone that's played a lot of games that have run very smoothly in my life, I don't really have any patience for games that can't figure out how to run at a stable frame rate. Like, do your due diligence. Only genre where I'm grateful for slowdowns is a shoot 'em ups. Yeah, the classic shoot 'em ups. I always found it pisses me off when someone writes, we when it's one person speaking about the masses. Who knows if we agree with the we? Dude, Peter Steves. That's me, dude. I always use we when I talk. You ever read my blog? Kill me, dude. Kill me. Yeah, like Dodonpachi's Arc, yeah, or like, R-Type or the classics. (1942). Nate, please. Escape your bondage. Okay. I smell cookies. Oh my god. Well, is this somewhere new? Or am I walking backward? I feel like I'm walking backward. Maybe not. Okay, so this seems new. Alright.
Through here.
Thanks, Elena. Bondage 2.0. Escape your bondage. Huh. Has to be a shirt, says Templar. A cookie laying on a bacon tray saying, I'm getting baked, huh? Dude, Templar. You've been on the channel long enough to maybe know where that phrase comes from. It's like an inside joke. But when I say I smell cookies, I mean that I look at a very low res asset in a game that's otherwise attempting to be very high res, and they're hoping you don't notice it, but you do notice it. That's I say I smell cookies, referring to a time where me and my bro were playing Metal Gear Solid 4 when it came out. There's a scene in that game where you're in a hotel. You have to have a gunfight inside of a kitchen, and we're fighting in this kitchen, right? And it's the middle of a gunfight. And I look at my left. I'm crouched beside this oven, and inside the oven is a literal cube, like a prism shape, that's textured gray, like a pan, and on the top of it is a texture. This is early PS3, where there's a big push for the technology behind it and the graphics. And on top of this gray prism, was a texture on top that was must have been a 32 by 32 pixel resolution texture of cookies in this tray. And it was so fucking funny how low res it was. That's where that phrase comes from me and my bro anyway. It's like an inside joke between us. I smell cookies. It means that you're looking at something like, oh shit, that's really low res. Or really, has no cell shading. Okay. Okay, so we're advancing now. Can't go this way because of the white rapids, white water. Cannons? Whoa.
These cannons look like they were retrofitted.
Yeah. Improvised defenses. Guess they didn't
sick.
expect they'd be fighting each other.
Guess not.
You're never using ovens as dicks, huh? For all you know, cookies might actually look like that when they're baking. That'd be sick, dicks. That'd be fucking sick. I'd be all for that, dicks. But you're right, I've never used an oven in my life. I might soon, though. Probably not, to be honest. But yeah, since my grandma's here now, there's a little more pressure for us to start using our kitchen more. My father's been cooking lately, which is kind of nice. I don't see that in my future, though, necessarily. But I might. Who knows? Anything's possible. This door's probably locked, right? I can go to that window, it looks like. Can I climb this at all? No. So you never even baked a frozen pizza in the oven? No, I have, Brian. You're right about that. But it was a toaster oven. Not like a real oven. They should just make all game pixel art, huh? Easy 4K 120 FPS dicks. That'd be sick. Although, it couldn't really be 4K necessarily if it's pixel art, by definition. It might render it 4K, I guess, but it wouldn't be, the actual graphics might not, or wouldn't be 4K. Just a million tiny pixels making massive pixels. Well, exactly. Exactly. That would be sick. Alright, let's see here. This looks very familiar. This is from Uncharted
Nice water feature.
2, I think? Or is this 3?
Time for another swim, I guess.
Alright, guys. I'm beating a dead horse here. Just humor me one last time.
Hey, Nate. Over there, that looks like an exit.
Fuck this stupid shoot some guys once per stream, have a kick-ass time, spend the whole rest of the time wandering around, climbing on shit at best. Right? Like, look at how long this section is, man. When can I shoot guys again? How long is this gonna go on before we can shoot more guys? Just play a shooter for God's sake. What word, Majin? Hit the oven up, dude. You got this, Captain. I don't know, dude. I'm in no hurry to cook some shit. Pierce reiterates I should play Dragon Quest 11S. Maybe you're right, Dane. It was really easy mode, and I've just been avoiding for no reasons my whole life. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like this. I've been saying this whole playthrough. I've been saying this, but this design, this pace that the developers had in mind for this game, I feel like I don't agree with it. It boggles my mind to think that they would think this was a good idea to me. Shoot some guys for a little while, then just spend God knows how long just fucking around in these totally boring environments where all you do is platform with you see that? I was sick. With no peril. There's no peril.
I have to find another way to the other side.
Hey, that looks like a path up here. Ah, it's just a little too high.
We gotta find something to push. Can you boost me or I boost you? Oh, can I hook the shot to that thing? Elena, solve the puzzle for me. Ow. If I swim under, can I fight the current that way? Can I interact with this for no reason? Well, I think I'm gonna try to swim under. I'm going under. In this case, not so much. If you can read, you can cook. That's why I can't cook. I can't read. I'm having fun, Maj. I had fun doing a gunfight earlier, but I'm kind of complaining now that, in general, this game's pace is... You know, I can't stand these long parts. All you do is climb for a while. Like, I wish that if they did this, they would use a doodle launcher to put some guys here. Because I think this game's too hard for you. Preheat it, place it on a pan or cooking sheet, then leave it in for some time, huh? Toss it in the oven, set a timer, and take it out when done frying, huh? I don't know, dude. I'm afraid of burning something. Or having the whole building light on fire. The pre-made frozen items in the grocery store are as convenient as the architect, huh? I agree. I usually put that shit in the microwave, though. I gotta figure out how to get up higher. Elena's like, well, dude, come on, man. Should be obvious. Oh, I got a chandelier. I swing on that? No. Want me to shoot something or shoot someone? That's what I want to do. Set a timer. Oh, a timer attack. Well, I mean, I gotta get that down, looks like. But how? I can't reach it to get it down. Unless I can climb on, looks like. What if I got over to that side, huh? Yeah, I could do that. Maybe. If I jump, I climb this? No. Let's try this. Yeet! Oh, there we go. If only the grappling hook worked as a grappling hook as Templar. Well, it does sometimes. But yeah, it would be nice if it was more dynamic, right? And more utilized. Oh shit. Wasted my time there. Oh, what? That's not how this usually works.
Hold up. I'll weigh it down for you.
Great.
Thanks, Elena. You're great. Glad you ate all those cheeseburgers. Whee. Or just turn the oven light on and sit there looking inside, huh? Ooh.
Okay.
It's getting brown, dude.
Thank you. You make
It's
a great
getting
counterweight.
brown.
I mean,
It's okay. I'll choose to take that as a compliment.
as well you should.
Well, I can jump over and climb on that from this side, huh? Sure. Yes.
Swallow some water.
Okay. Now we're talking. Now I can push down that fucking armoire. Wardrobe. Whatever the hell it is. It's not really an armoire. It just looks like, some drawers.
I'll find a way up for you.
Just some drawers, dude. Fuck all your big goofy words.
This should work.
Not even, just some shelves. Push it, Nate.
Right, stand clear. Here you go.
Hey, great.
Awesome, man. Appreciate that. Release floods and water, says Templar, huh? The rest of the game will require random runs to the bathroom. Yeah. It's okay, dude. It's waterfall water. That's clean, right? It's all waterfall-y.
Let's move this out of the way.
Let me hit with this. Fuck! Ow, my fucking back. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay, indeed. Can I find some treasure, please? Nope.
Hey,
That
look.
counts. I'll take it.
Thomas II's sigil.
So we're in his mansion.
Second in command. Going up the
You guys
pirate
think of that?
hierarchy.
If you guys had mansions, you put your sigil in there? Like, I don't need my own sigil inside my own mansion. I know what my sigil is. You want to use that shit like graffiti like in other people's mansions, right? Oh, see him grab that girl? One more, Darian. It's like, Don't go chasing waterfalls. Like, how many do you need, Blue Atoms? How many of your own sigils do you need in your mansion?
Good.
In every room? Every other room? Just in the main hall?
The party.
You think this guy gives a shit about your opinion? He's the old guy who owns a mansion. He's dead, Dix. He died.
Hey, Nate,
We're getting flashbacks. Didn't we ever see a situation like this before?
check it out.
It's another sigil.
They're playing Monopoly.
Oh my God.
What?
It's them.
Look at my dude's wig.
Elena, these are the pirate captains that founded Libertalian. What the hell happened here?
Oh, we got magic finally?
I'm no forensics expert, but I would say bad drinks.
Apparently.
So what was this? Some kind of wealthy pirate suicide?
They were poisoned. They were killed, dude.
Yeah, not likely. Not these
If he didn't put
guys.
sigils there, he might still be alive. That's what I'm saying, Dix. That's my thinking. This must be the pirate table Eddie was talking
On
about.
behalf of Lord Avery, I invite you to my
Yeah, I forgot about
manor
that.
at
Eddie was
sundown
mentioning that.
tomorrow.
Dude, World of Horror
Time
recently.
has
It's arguably
come
my
to
favorite text-based
abandon our
horror games ever.
animosities
It's text-based?
and reunite under the banner
World of Horror?
God and liberty.
I've heard this. I
Signed,
heard this
Thomas
name of this game going around, but I think I would have heard by now if it was text-based. Am I wrong?
What do you bet? Thomas 2, Henry Avery.
Oh my God,
Looks
guys!
like our hosts
What a
didn't
twist!
stick around to clean up their mess.
What a
Well,
twist!
that wasn't very gracious.
I
of
promise you guys
them.
I'm paying attention to this game's plot.
Okay, so these guys sparked a full-scale revolt.
How'd you
and
join it,
claimed
Kioski?
treasure for themselves.
Sounds
Well, they
pretty
took care of
cool.
the colonists, but then they had to deal with each other, and I'm guessing things got pretty messy.
Pretty messy.
Avery and 2 invite them up
Oh
here
wow, that feels
to,
great.
what was it?
Abandon our animosity.
Abandon the animosities. Avery makes a grand toast. For God and liberty.
What was in these
Args,
drinks? So they all
ahoy,
died
mateys.
instantly.
And they all take a swig,
They didn't fall out of their chairs.
except these two.
Magic?
And just like that, all the
It's gonna be such a boring platforming that the cutscene's a welcome relief. Yeah.
2 men.
Just put the controller down and be like, ah, yes, feels good to not play this game anymore.
These are some
very
of
architect.
history's greatest pirates. And they all perished in an instant at this very table.
What kind of poison do you guys think it was?
It's incredible.
I mean, you,
I'm
Nate.
sorry.
You don't love me, you love treasure,
I'm
Nate.
sorry.
It's a Markiplier looking ass.
It's okay. So, since our missing
Grape juice
hosts
poison.
aren't here at Two's Manor,
We should.
Don't ask me that, dude. Steve. Don't ask me that, dude.
yeah,
You guys know my rule, right? My game out of 10 rule. Goose egg, bro. Goose egg. Zip. 0. If you think about hater scale. Because I can't recommend it. This game is not that much fun. I can't recommend it to anybody. It's got good things about it. There are parts of it where I'm having fun. But overall, my experience is negative with the game, so why would I recommend it to anybody? The game basically it doesn't it gets the eye, it's incomplete. What the fuck kind of answer do you expect from some randoms in the chat, huh? What kind of poison was it? Grape juice poison. This is why I don't play any of these games with Peter Steves, huh? I really felt like, 3 was the peak. Actually, that game I recommend strongly. I loved 3. I thought it was awesome. Without any, no qualifier, no asterisk. It had parts that were boring, but overall it was a blast. It was easily worth putting up those parts that were relatively few and far between. This game is like the opposite. It also has really great gameplay, but the parts that are boring are just so long and so constant. It really ruins the game for me. On behalf of Lord Avery, I invite you to my manor at sundown tomorrow. The time has come to abandon our animosities and reunite under the banner of God and liberty. Thomas 2. You lying Fuck. You got no shame, bro? Just lines through his teeth.
There.
Cyanide.
Let's
Is that
do it.
fast working, D-Scott? What happened to Thomas 1? God damn it, dicks. But you're right. What happened to Thomas 1? Guys, let's play some Sonic World. That's a game that was really important to me in my childhood. It's a really obscure Sonic game, I guess. It's a prototype that would have been Sonic's first 3D open world game before Adventure. I guess, you know, like, they kind of became Adventure eventually, but it was for the Sega Saturn. And it's super fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy it, I hope. If you guys haven't seen it before, it might blow your minds. Probably not, though. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be very nostalgic for me. I love that game. I played the fuck out of it. On Sega Saturn. It's a part. It comes with Sonic Jam. It's very obscure because it came as a part of Sonic Jam. It's like bonus content in Sonic Jam. I'd play more of this. I'd like to be honest. Again, this game, it's so boring that I can't help but want to play more of it. I don't know, it sounds counterintuitive. Except that I don't want to just have one fun part per stream. Like, I really want to just, you know, keep playing it until the next fun part happens. It sucks playing a game for 3 hours straight and having nothing happen in that whole 3 hours.
Hey,
You want to play for
up
5
here.
hours then, so something at least happen.
Right behind you.
But here we are. This is the world we live in, dude. Shout out to the killers. I want to see you record yourself throwing this game in the toilet, says Peter Steves, huh? I don't hate it that much, guys, honestly. Let me stress that, too. There are games I play on stream that I hate way more than this game. This game has got cool stuff about it, man. It's got cool stuff about it. This game's not totally ass. Again, when it actually is being played, it's fun. The graphics look great. The story is not the worst.
Be careful.
It's just that I find that playing it is just too boring, man.
I'm okay.
And it pisses me
Got
off
it.
personally. Because I love 3
I'll
so
meet
much.
you up top.
This game has so much promise, so much potential. And they squandered it. Is that you, Elena? I hope so. It was a tech demo's architect, huh? I remember an old friend showed me that Sonic. Yeah, Sonic World. Legend has it. Cleaning Uncharted 4 with toilet water removes the FPS, says Kioske, huh? How long is this game, man? When's it gonna end? Are we getting close to the end? Are we far from the end? No spoilers, please, guys. You guys know, but still, it just blows my mind. This game's pace is just so mind-numbing. It's impossible to tell if we're getting close to the climax or
Nate,
not.
that shoreline truck is still there.
Well, duh. Where else is it gonna be?
Yeah, I see it. Keep your eyes peeled, huh?
I'm just trying to stand around and look at walls, Romanov. Huh? I'm looking for treasure, Romanov. If they don't want me to look at walls, they should have fucking blocked them off. This game's environments are massive. Oftentimes treasure is hidden around. They're encouraging me to look around everywhere. It's part of the game. It's trying to find the treasure. Hey, if they don't want me to look somewhere, then put an invisible wall there. Like right here, right? Like I can go there. That's where I'm supposed to go, clearly. But I want to go over here because there might be treasure over there. But is there often treasure there? Not really. And for me, I blame the developers for that. It seems like a shortcoming.
More
This
cannons.
game doesn't really
Just
reward
like the
exploration.
Tuesday.
It has an exploration
the
element,
poison is
but it's
mightier
not
than the
developed
cannon.
correctly.
What?
You know, because he ended up poisoning. Yeah, it was bad. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Take it back. Treasure. This game's a rock. A 10 out of 10 game. What amazing elephant I found. Let's enjoy it collectively. Oh man! Look at that bump, dude. As I would say on twitch.tv/blueabs. I like that bump. I like that bump. Okay. I wonder where the next save point's going to be. This game doesn't seem to save when you grab stuff. What do you think happened, Dix? What's your
And
theory?
We are officially
they weren't
inside
poisoned.
Henry Avery's house.
They all hung out for a really long time together? Dix, please. Maybe it's a toxic relationship. I like to think they were all hanging out together, and they just didn't, nobody wanted to go home. They had such a good time together. They're like, you know what? Just hang out for another day. You just want to go get some Taco Bell? Well, there's no Taco Bell around here anyway. Maybe we should just hang out here and talk more about Uncharted 4 and how much we hate it. Yeah, you're right. Next thing you know, they're all dead. Make me a pie, you son of a gun. I wonder, how do you know what it autosaves in this game? Is there like a prompt, a little icon? I don't want to lose any progress. I want to quit this game and move on to some Sega Saturn. But I feel like it's going to be a while before we get to the next chapter marker. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I hope I'm wrong about that. This is the world that we live in. So maybe, yeah, maybe you're right, Jake. They all died from defecation.
Word of the day, ostentatious.
Once enemies start shooting me, I can quit,
why
right?
didn't he kill Thomas too? Was he like his right-hand man?
Yeah, that's exactly what he was. Can you imagine taking orders from a paranoid psychopath?
This sounds like my first job.
Like, You got harps now? Needs a little bit of tuning. Got harpsichords? Is that called a harpsichord? There's like a little harp inside? Naughty Dog is pretty infamous for how much they eat Taco Bell. Really? How else do you think they make so much shit? Dicks, I heard they recently got some kind of award for Developer of the Year or something like that. Come on. I thought they ate beans all the time, huh? From Chipotle. I fucking love some fucking Mexican beans. Somebody killed them and then placed the bodies around the tables as architect. That's his theory. Some kind of fucking pervert. Makes some pretty big name stuff as dicks. Yeah. I mean, like what? I mean, The Last of Us and Uncharted, right? That's about it. Or am I wrong about that? Award of the Year is Kyosuke, huh? Well, yeah, not from this year. I think that would have been what? In this year would have been The Last of Us Part 2, right? That was godly. We're looking pretty swanky now, guys.
Look, shoreline barricaded the front door.
And left a bunch of muddy footprints behind.
The hell do you
See where
push
they
off
went.
of? You see that? Crash and Jack. Oh, yeah. I just mean, like, recently. Like, I'm kind of curious if they actually worked on other big name games. At this point, I don't care about Award of the Year because there are so many not good games some years. It amazes me how some of these games get awards. Yeah, it's just all
Here we
fucking...
go.
It's all fucking... You know, circle jerk, dude.
So where are the shoreline
These-
guys?
These
I know, right? I expected
nominating
to see
bodies
someone
that
by now.
run these award shows, they're not
Been vanished.
actually,
You don't
like...
suppose them.
They're not the
pirate
people,
ghosts.
dude. Even if they were, the people have terrible taste. Because they're not me. Whether you're a corporate stooge or you're a pleb, my opinion is better than yours. I have no interest in what you want to give your awards to. I run my own award show, guys, with blackjack and hookers. Where only good games can make it in. Anybody that likes fighting games has no opinions with dicks, huh? Dicks. I don't understand why you gotta be so contrary all the time, dude. Why can't you just be with me on this? I need you to be with me on this. I need your support on this one, dude. I can't do it alone. I need you to back me up. Together we can make it happen. But alone, well, here we go. Okay, what's up here? I want to give my award to the latest Bubsy games, as Peter Steves, huh? So there's two new ones now, right? Like two platformers, like on Steam.
Bingo.
Maybe I'm wrong about that. Is there only one? Bingo what? Bingo bango? Yeah, what's good, girl? How you doing? I can come even higher over here. Wow, this really goes. This place is really, again, big and open and non-linear. With nothing to find of note. What do I got here? I got this sniper rifle still, huh? 9 shots? Sure, man. As many as you want, huh? They're all 10 out of 10. You scared me the fuck out, Elena. I thought you were going to try and shoot me. I just found a gun. I felt like I was getting into a shooting part of the game. Over here, Nate. What are you waiting for, man?
Elena, check it out. Footprints go through this door.
Oh. So it's blocked though.
Crap, it's
Shinra
blocked from
music.
the other side.
What would
Why
sell it
bother
for me is if they
barricading your
remastered Metal Gear
path
Solid
unless-
3, Snake Eater, or
I
Peace
found
Walkers as
something.
Killscape. You're a
Alright,
big
help
fan
me
of those
push
games,
this
or have you
open.
never played them before?
Yeah.
I abort. I'm gonna find treasure.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Checkpoints, gentlemen. We got checkpoints. Oh, this is one of those guys with the fucking armor, looks like. What is this? Wrestle station. Ouch! Oh my god. Oh shit. That'll do, guys. Start playing video games, Vince. Be like, oh fuck! Gunshots! Let's play the game! Guys, I'll be right back with some sweet, sweet Sonic World on Sega Saturn. We'll come back to the same again on Wednesday, play some more Uncharted with a nice action-packed little set piece here to start us off. It'll be kind of fun, I hope. I will see you guys there with more Uncharted on Wednesday. Up next, guys, Sega Saturn, Retro, Sonic, everybody's favorite. How could you hate some classic Sonic games? Why don't you just save before the fight and keep replaying that, huh? What do you think, Dick? Speaking of which, isn't there like a hard save in this game? There is. It only saves checkpoints, but still, it's kind of reassuring. Gameplay? Uncharted? Core gameplay? Core gameplay, dude. You dumb. You're not supposed to play this game, said Peter Steve. Why you play this?
You get spacing on that
Why?
rocket.
Like about what?
It's apples. Alright, here we go. Big damage there for
why you play
Karina.
Leo? Why you play this game? Get my little on here, Smidge. Let them shoot me here while I do my little thing, guys. Before I actually move on to some Sega Saturn Sonic World, I want to thank some people here personally that makes it possible. I stream 5 nights a week whenever I possibly can, which is most of the time. Shout out to fucking Bob Bill. Most of the time, I can stream 5 nights a week. It's an absolute pleasure. It's very interesting for me. That was a glowing bullet. So cool. Thanks to you guys that make that possible for me. Rest in peace, Nate. Rest in peace. You guys know who you are. I see your names on screen right now. But in case you don't, if you guys forgot who you are. Thanks to our Black Knights on Patreon, John Hernandez, Katie Alpha, Mark, Remy, Sin Theory, and Salty Face. That's really generous, guys. Thank you to the Fearless Hagel, that's $7 a month. That's really, really generous as well. Thank you to Ash, Lethal Mazera, Audrey Apple, Dick Zucker, Farhan Syed, Grey Gamer UK, Hubie, Joey Hargreaves, Max, Mike Linkle, UNXP, and Wade Local. Thank you to the Shady Winners at $3 a month, and that's still worth more to the channel here than Twitch's $5 sub. Twitch takes half every sub. It's kind of a drag. Twitch takes half every sub. So if you guys want to help the channel out and save some money, check out patreon.com/Vencabot. Support at the Shady Winners tier. Thank you to Brendan Williams, Chulak, Foul Mill, GK Live, Good Vibe City, Juna Anam, Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Leon Madison, Mum Blues, Rage Against the Arcade Machine, Ricardo Garcia, Supertastic, the Shendan, Toxic Van. Thank you to the young guys. $1 a month on Twitch, actually worth more than you might think to the channel. Actually, it buys me dinner every night. Thank you to Benjamin J. Harkins, Karina D. Scott, Donka Dapper Dons, Herb Durkin, I'm Joy Cruz, Kaiju and Kinfinite. Thank you to the Twitch subs as well. Of course, people are helping out through the little Twitch subscribe button, getting those emojis and stuff, and getting some ad-free viewing. Thank you to Zanzu, of course, Big Nasty, E-Boss and Chill, and N Cruz, who are the Black Knight subs and the Fearless Travel subs on Twitch. Thanks to the Shady Winners here on Twitch as well at the $5 sub tier and the gift sub tier, but most importantly, that Amazon Prime sub tier, guys. It's totally free if you're an Amazon Prime customer. Make sure you use it somewhere if not here. Don't want to go to waste if you're paying for Amazon Prime. Why not take advantage of it to help a streamer out like me or somebody else even? You have to renew it manually. You have to renew it manually every month, but it's very much appreciated, guys. Thank you to Another One 360, Ash, Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, Audrey Apples, Ballsy, Beastie Boy Jr., Blue Abs, Bones Up, Brother, Nero, FGC, Cavias, Change Me, What the Fuck, Chumpit, Chulak, Circus Cancel, CPU 3S, Creaky Axe 386, Dandy Dante Gameplay, Dapper Dons, Dick Sucker, Doc, 3292, Fight J, Fight First, Opus FPA, Brian X FPA 80, FWNA Streamer, Garbage Jungle Style, Gorilla Pimp 23, Goss, Herb Durgan, Hubie, Itzio J Bomb, 1901, J Motive MU, Kaiju is Dead, KD Alpha, KG the Legend, Matt Choke, Moisto Bakine, Moth and FGC, Mutant Experience, Neon Riot 4, Nicholas Jones, Itis Templar, Oya Q812, Peter Steves, Praetor 51, Raging Mage Sage, Randy Potato Gaming, Remy 057, Rock Stage, Sin Theory, Spife, SSB Ultra, Stone Cold Ryan Meyer, Task Force Faust, 3Venge, V Dude 04, yeah, okay, Yoga Brain 3, yes, and all the homies, guys, thank you so much for your support of the channel. Let's get this kind of booted up here for Sega Saturn.